Good evening. This is Josh Castle, the Dungeon Master. Welcome to our game as we adventure into the land of Malorend, or the normal races of D&D if not tread for generations, a place of mysterious origin, inhabited by a beast folk, who are as varied and numerous as the animals they resemble. This story is about a group of these people. We join them as they find their path in the chaos of war, as predators collide for survival and conquest. Will our heroes become another meal or casualties of war, or will they answer the call of the Beastlands? Remember to follow us on social media and Discord, as well as YouTube. Like and subscribe.
So far, I've tried out two of my puzzles and traps on Calvin, and he couldn't figure them out.
Oh, shit.
So that module I'm working on, I'll let you take a look at what I'm going, so you can tell me if you think it's too hard or whatever.
Yeah. I'll give it a read over for sure.
I'll probably have I'll have enough of it finished to give you basically the gist of the whole module, maybe by Thursday or Friday. Still working on the introduction and entrance to the game. It's getting a lot bigger than I originally planned, but it's working quite well, at least for me.
It always turns out bigger.
But I figured if Calvin could figure it out, anybody could. But so far, he's 0 for 2.
You've outsmarted your boy.
Huh? Well, that's not hard to do with him. Ethan, on the other hand, is a little bit more... yeah, when it comes to puzzles, I'd leave it up to Ethan. Yeah. Do you prefer combat-heavy modules or intellectual modules or a little bit of both?
A little bit of both. Hold on a second. Sorry about that. My neighbor was asking if he could get a ride to the store. I'm like, no, it's game day, man. You can ask her. I don't know what she say, but yeah. I've never played through a module before, honestly.
No.
I've read through some of the, official ones, and I've used pieces of some stuff that I've read through on Roll20. I mean,
hold on a second. I'm tangled up in. Hold on. Oh, goodness. Okay, you there?
Yeah.
Okay. The only thing I heard was I never read through a module, and then I accidentally unplugged my headphones, and then my glasses got tangled up in the cord. And
oh, for sure. I was saying that I've never played through a module before, honestly.
Oh, okay.
I've read through the official ones, not all of them, obviously, but and I've taken bits and pieces of some of the stuff that I've read from the Dungeon Master's Guide. I mean, not Dungeon Master's Guide, the Dungeon Master's Guild.
Yeah.
But I've never actually done a module fully through.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, this in and of itself could probably be an entire campaign, or turned into a campaign with multiple modules. But it's basically not so much combat heavy at this point. It's more intellectual strategy, trap, and lock type things. And as well as crafting and enchantments, that type thing. Um, but there's definitely a lot of quests that can come out of this, and even you could even make some enemies by completing this in the Beastlands. But one thing I did want to ask you about, um, I've got the Player's Handbook and the Dungeon Master's Guide and the Monster Manual.
Yeah.
Is there any other resource for background information or description of the Beastlands other than the little description there, like it's in the Outer Plains or whatever?
Unfortunately, no. There's no written lore or sources that would reference it because it's completely custom.
Yeah.
Josh hasn't written his
but
book.
almost all of the books are relevant, all the core books, and then I do take a little bit of stuff from this file I got. It's actually, I think, posted in general ways back, but it's Insectopia, which I'm using a lot of the races from to do the insects.
Mm-hmm.
Or insectoids, and a lot of the monsters that I pull from are from Kobold Press. The monster, they're non-official monster manuals.
Yeah.
They have their own setting called Midgard that they have been producing for a long time, and I'm a big fan of their monster manuals, the Tome of Beasts and the Creature Codex.
Now, is that on Roll20 or is that separate?
They do sell it on Roll20. You could buy it on Roll20, but it's monster. It's just monster manuals and stuff.
Yeah.
And then the boys, or I think Lesk mostly, chipped together and bought like Deep Magic, which is another book for them by them, which has some new spells and shit, which you have access to via the Codex.
Okay. All right. Well, I was trying to be a little creative and make this a module for the Beastlands, or maybe an introduction type thing to bring people into what it is we're doing. But
I mean, it's pretty
actually
easy. Just lower the tech value of Faerun and change everyone to an animal.
Okay, I may be overshooting this then.
Yeah, it's not.
Okay.
It's not super, restrictive. So.
Yeah. Well, everything I've got so far, I think an animal could operate or figure out if they're halfway intelligent. But Dirk seems to be missing something in that department. I had to explain both of the first two little test items I gave him, and he set himself on fire the first time. So that's always a hazard. But
maybe Dirk will do better if he tries it again with friends.
maybe.
Like
I don't know.
Doodle.
I'm not
Doodle
sure.
can do it.
Well, I hate to run it by too many people, and then nobody will be able to play it.
That's fair. That's fair.
Dirtle might be able to figure it out, but
That's one module that I put together that I've never committed to paper or anything, but I haven't wanted to run it by anyone because it's really good scenario, and I'm probably going to use it again on everyone that plays with me.
okay. Well, so far the introduction is 12 pages written and about 1, 2, 3, 4 maps. So, and that's just the introduction. So, but it would be playable in any realm, not just the Beastlands. You just obviously change the characters, but we'll see what happens with it.
I just need to fucking advance our goddamn game by a year in real time, so everyone has access to the lore that I want. Even in the last campaign, the party was like way south, dealing with internal issues of the reptile kingdom, and they didn't explore a lot of the like areas on the map that I thought they were going to. So it ended up being a little bit different of a campaign than, at least for lore, than I had in mind.
Yeah. Well, I'm a firm believer in giving people clues without being so obvious. And
Yeah.
I thought my clues were fairly simple, but
No, they're not.
I guess if you had a copy of it and you could read it, it'd be easier. But
Dirtle, how are you today?
I'm much better. I'm going to
Good.
be playing and also doing some work in time, so if I see...
You're kind of quiet. Is your mic away from your mouth? Or is that
Hold
me?
Okay. What about now?
That sounds more clear, yeah.
Okay. It was my headphones. No, I'm doing good.
Cool.
I'll just be doing
Doing
work
better.
while playing.
I'll work while playing, for sure.
Yes.
oh,
I do have a solution for us not exploring where you want us to explore, to know more of the Beastlands.
Oh, yeah?
You should publish a weekly Beastlands newspaper. What's happening in the Beastlands?
sounds like you're volunteering your services to do that, Ethan.
No, I am not. I'm saying it would be a good idea. I would be your guy. I just don't have time for it.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, I've thought about doing something like that. Like, was it Eberron does it, you know, and Ravnica does it, where they actually have like newspapers and fucking even news channels in some cases. But the thing is, like, I've written it in such a way where none of the different factions of the Beastlands communicate with each other in that way, where you can have that kind of national news.
It's all biased gossip about the Beastlands.
All biased gossip. Yeah, there just needs to be an explorer NPC writing about the news in the different
His name
areas.
is Tinker. He's a little elf, and you can find him all over the Beastlands.
Or you could say this week on the Beastland News, Dirk sets himself on fire trying to craft a weapon. Yeah.
Flaming raccoon makes adventurers question their priorities.
Oh my goodness.
That would be perfect. That would be perfect. Oh, I finally uploaded my icon.
Oh, I see that, yeah.
Yeah.
It's just excellent. We'll get your in-game icon changed over as well and make sure its values are all correct.
Well, I already changed it. I guess that's the old map. It hadn't updated yet from last week. But I already changed it. It should be the right one on the game board, but I guess
that's what I mean. Is like if I drop it again, it'll be the right one, and then I'll have to change its values to the one where the apple is currently correct, and then I'll have to set the new one as the default, and that'll lock the values and shit into place for the next time you drop it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It shouldn't take more than a minute.
Alrighty.
Are we just waiting on Alagos or Polly or?
Yeah, Polly said she'd be running late by a half hour. And it looks like we're also missing Dirk. No, Dirk's here.
Yep. We're just missing Alagos and Polly. We're got a full party.
Well, Alagos isn't playing with us anymore. He said that his life is too busy.
Aw. So he's staying
Yeah.
in jail either way.
Well, I mean, you are on a quest to release his character.
That's unfortunate.
Yep.
You got diverted by a rogue stealing your food. Actually, it was a honeypot.
Although, next week, I believe Keegan said that he'll be joining us.
Oh, I thought it was going to be this week.
Well, I'm afraid that this week is impossible, even if that's what he had meant, because he hasn't made a character with me yet.
That would make it quite hard.
Yes. Although I believe that he said he would not be available this week and that he would do it next week, so.
Okay.
I mean, we could just stick Keegan right in the map and just...
I'll go
Yeah,
set
boom.
yourself back on fire, Dirk.
I was never on fire.
You did. We saw it.
I wrote a song about it. But
It was all over the local newspaper.
I guess if the newspaper says it's true.
Yeah, it said local raccoon caught on fire makes adventurers question their priorities. It's a
It
headline.
just said,
On fire.
raccoon consume go boom.
Dirk just scratches his head in confusion.
What are you
Yes.
confused about, Dirk? You talking to that weird old voice in the sky again?
Yeah. Are you confused?
I am. When did I set myself on fire? He's like looking at his clothes and everything. Like, am I burning?
Dirk seems to be responding to the unheard questions of the air, much as
Yeah,
his
that-
brother does.
Proof that he believes it. Proof that he believes it.
Hey Les, how's that new music bot working out?
It works fine. It's one I had in another server, so I just grabbed that one.
What does it do?
Here. It's oh, you weren't here when we had Groovy. Basically, it allows you to play YouTube videos.
Oh,
There's also a bot that works for Spotify if we'd rather have that.
Well, I'm unable to really DJ while I'm doing this,
Mm-hmm.
so it's up to whoever else wants to.
so you have music playing while you do the campaign?
Yeah.
Every now and then.
Sometimes we'll have stuff playing in the background, but like, I don't know, copyright stuff. I haven't really messed around with the idea of putting people's music in the background because I'm not cleared to really use anything. I don't have anyone's permissions and shit because we're making content.
Oh, I could do background music for you.
Oh, hell yeah. If we can get something to go in the background, that would actually improve our viewability by quite a bit.
I mean, everything from music to sound effects to altered voices, you name it, I can generate it.
If you could produce some ambiance to have in the background, that would improve our viewability by quite a bit. And I would appreciate the shit out of it.
And it can't be you singing, and it can't be live playing while playing. It needs to be pre-made recordings.
No, I would do that. I would make the audio files MP4s.
And make sure they're all like xylophones and bells and whistles.
I thought bagpipes would be good. Bagpipes are good. Yeah.
Yes.
Definitely to have a kazoo.
Oh yeah. You can't have a band in the Beastlands without a kazoo.
Exactly.
I might have to alter one of the voices with the synthesizer to get the kazoo sound. I don't think I have a kazoo on it.
That's a running joke because Keegan's last character, Darius, was a Minotaur barbarian who, when he raged, would play his kazoo furiously. It was just a running joke. It's like, oh, where's Darius? Well, you can hear an angry kazoo noise coming from this direction.
Well, now you make me want to go upstairs and plug my amplifier in and start playing background music during the campaign.
Only if it won't. Oh.
Only if it won't what?
Only if it won't distract you from the game. Oh, I just got a text from Shay. She said I lied to you. I'm so sorry. I won't be joining tonight. My heart had a really high spike of 178 for 3 minutes. I'm going to go lay down for a while, try to keep it lower and monitor it. I'm sorry.
Tachycardia is not good. Does she usually have arrhythmias?
Yeah, she's got heart problems, and she monitors it with a smartwatch. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So she's allowed to come and go as she pleases because I care about Shay's health.
Yeah.
However, you will not be receiving the help of Polly in this upcoming match like I thought you would be. So.
We don't need help. We've got me.
Boulders flies by your face. All right then. So I guess we can go ahead and begin. I'd like to get one more dab and cigarette in me. If someone would like to do a recap for me, that would give me plenty of time.
Dick.
Yeah,
Dick. Lay me down a beat, bro.
I can't beatbox.
Well, hit a rock or something. Lay me a beat. Wow. Is that the best you'll do? I'm trying to do a recap, man.
Well,
all I can do right now is fart.
Fine, I guess I do freestyle rapping. So our adventures in the Beastland have taken us so far as we started leaving out from this great old bazaar just to realize that we need to save our friends, so we went into prison and we talked to him. He said, you know, if you really want to rescue your friend, you're going to have to go to a cave, go to this den, but you got to know something about this den. You see, this den is haunted. There's this really ancient god with this really ancient power, and if you worship Odin, then you know all about it, because there's these things inside. If you do this thing, then you rescue this other thing. He was really quite vague. So we went on our way, and we traveled afar, and we found the cave, and we saw some scars, at least on the rocks, and couldn't see what it said. And yeah, we met a new friend who robbed us of our bread. So we went on to the cave, and then we found that there was nothing in this cave, nothing to be found. So we kept walking around and found this pot, and a lot of statues, and a lot of rocks. So we looked at the vase, and we looked at the statues, and we looked at the inscriptions, and we're like, what's that for? I know that didn't rhyme, because this is interpretive rhyming. Yeah, now I'm off, dang it, Dirk. So we looked at the vase and we cried in the tear, and Dirk said, you remember that ex-girlfriend? Well, I cried in the pot, and what did you know? That prophecy about Belle was really true after all. The statue turned alive, and now we're in a fight, and now we're stuck here fighting for our lives. That's what happened last time in the Beastlands, and that's the end of my rapping.
Somebody set the possum boy on fire, please.
That was pretty good.
I give it a 2.
That was good for not having a beat, for sure.
Do we all level up now?
You get 50,000 experience for rapping.
Yes. But it's not enough to level up. Dang it. So are we fighting?
Yeah, we're fighting. Give me 5 minutes to get back in there.
Oh, I could have done a longer rap.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Now, this isn't how I had this last time. Good. That ain't loud enough.
I like how that rap played out like Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, though. Will Smith would be proud.
It's not even triggering the microphone. Yeah.
Will Smith?
Switch.
Actually, I was thinking more like Amish Paradise.
That did kind of have a similar, yeah.
Next time I'll try to hit that kind of beat.
Gotcha.
Yeah, okay, I guess I can see some Weird Al in there, now that I think about it.
I'll have to write a recap rap song. Just the chorus, not the verse. The verse always changes.
Or you could write a character introduction rap for the party.
What is this microphone doing?
Nothing.
It must be on fire.
Yeah, it could be. I don't know. I think my microphone's just not working too well. Can you hear that?
I hear you.
You don't hear me beating on the drum pad.
What? Why?
Well, I was going to give it a beat, but if you can't hear it, it's not doing me any good.
Yeah, no, there's no background noise coming from your side.
Do you have sensitivity turned up on your microphone, or do you have noise reduction turned on Discord?
How would I find out? The little gear?
Yeah, hit the little gear and it should tell you.
What am I looking at?
On,
Connections?
on Discord, right next to the disconnect button, right above screen, is the noise suppression.
Oh,
Oh, you're on a computer. I'm on a phone.
How do I get? Okay, the disconnect.
Don't do
noise
that.
suppression. Mic test, mic.
You just muted.
Whoops.
That's good.
Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Nope.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Nope.
Nope, still not working. I turned the noise suppression off, but it's still not activating the microphone.
You just have a good microphone, I guess.
Make some noise like clapping your hands while speaking. Your friends will hear nothing but your beautiful voice. Well, I don't want that. Is that the only setting I have? Or maybe it's something internally with the, maybe I should do that. Y'all go ahead. I'm just trying to figure this out.
Hey, so I'm back at the computer screen, and the turn order is back up. Let me go ahead and pull up your enemies. Enemy.
Can you hear that?
Yeah, barely. It doesn't. It's really low quality though, so I don't think that playing music being picked up by your headset's going to be the answer.
It kind of sounds like you're hitting bamboo sticks.
Did that work?
It worked for a second, but then it cut out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do. I'm gonna have to do the audio files and record them and then upload them to get that to work because it's not gonna do it live. Okay, never mind.
Yeah. Sorry.
That's okay.
All right then. So, Toady, it is your turn. The ovular rough chamber is open, and one of the giant statues is currently attacking from the bottom right corner. You know that if you get hit by this thing, its sheer mass could crush your guts out of your exoskeleton. What would you like to do?
Attack.
Alright.
First two. I still have my astral arms out. I'm pretty from last time, right?
Yeah, they're still going.
This is my first two.
Alright, so the 20 is going to hit for 9 force damage. As one of your spectral tentacles lashes out, cracks start forming in the base of the leg. The other one getting knocked away by the giant's forearm.
Alright, well, I don't want to spend any key points this round, so that's all I'm going to do.
Alright. Very well. Ascites,
Yes.
it is your turn.
I am going to shoot another arrow from a short bow, again using the steady aim.
Yes, to give yourself advantage.
Right. Whoops, what happened here? It didn't roll. There it goes.
Goes. All right, that is a natural 20. Would you give me a follow-up for that? Just roll a d20. If you get a 20, it's triple damage instead of double. Nope. Okay.
17.
But we're rolling with 44 points of damage from that crit, as you have 12 sneak attack damage and 10 piercing damage. The arrow finds a chink in the already cracked stone, and it seems to be falling apart. A leg falls off, an arm falls off, the thing topples. Out
Yay.
of the wreckage of it rises a small glowing orb.
Well, I'm going to sit up here and watch from a distance on top of the other statue and wonder what in the world is that. I'll end my turn.
Alright.
Since it's going away from me, can't I take a reflective grapple? Can I try a reflective grapple?
It's not its turn yet, so it's not moving away yet.
The light?
But once it does, you may. Using your force arms. I believe you can make reactions with your force arms. Anyway, up next is going to be Lesk.
I am going to...
Really, I would have tried to go over here. Yeah. As it raises out of the rubble.
How big is Shatter? Ooh, quite big.
You gonna use Shatter, you say?
No, its range is too big. I will attempt a Thunder Wave, though, by moving away from Codier. And I will cast that at... Oh, can I cast Thunder Wave at a higher... No, I can't. Never mind. I'll just cast Thunder Wave normally, then.
Very well. It's going to try and make a save. It does fail its save. However, it doesn't seem to take the full brunt of the thunder damage, and it will only be taking 4.
And as a bonus action, I will move my spiritual weapon and attack with it.
Very well. Give me an attack. Spiritual weapon lashes out and bats at the orb of glowing ectoplasm, and it ripples throughout its force and lets out a high-pitched ringing sound. Anything else from Lesk?
Nope.
Moving on to Dirk.
I'm going to fire an arrow of frost at it.
Very well. Give me your attack.
And
Oh shit! What was this thing's fucking? God damn it! I knew I shouldn't. I deleted its initiative. It was supposed to go soon.
It's,
I think it was supposed to go before me.
I was pretty sure too.
It's, 16, I think, is what it was.
It was 16. Damn it! Fuck me. All right, hold on. Yeah, but likely it wouldn't have taken that damage from freaking Lesk had it gone when it was supposed to.
Negative 16? Oh.
Yeah, my bad.
It'll never get a turn.
Alright, so everyone give me a wisdom saving throw. Okay. That's a 10. That's a 5. That's 23. Still need one from Dirtle and Lesk. Okay. Dirtle got a 9. What about you, Lesk?
Sorry, I closed my character sheet. $23.
That is going to be success. So, Toady and Lesk are not affected by this, but the Eidolon sets out a pulse of bluish energy that goes out in a wave to the edges of the room, and as it passes through each of you, you feel this dread wash over you, sourceless and overpowering. You are considered afraid for the duration. And it is going to move. It's going to try and stay out of your range, Toady.
Oh, it only has that, like, little bit between me and the wall there, but... So we're looking at that, like,
and it starts
it does have room.
Yeah. Well, it flies too, so it's, you know. But anyway, it starts zooming towards the next statue. Along the wall. Now, Dirk, you may go.
All right. I'm going to back up here
In a panic,
in a panic.
with disadvantage.
Yeah, and then I'll shoot it with frost arrow.
Yeah. With disadvantage.
Nope. Not one.
Why don't you follow that up for me? Okay. Well, you have a magic bow, so you don't have to worry about the string snapping on you. However, that is a flat miss as your arrow lands into the wall and a small frost explosion happens and obliterates the arrow.
I also activate my special ability of moving myself back 5 feet
Okay.
with my swarm. And then I fire another.
Nice. Oh,
So that one. Wow.
you want to follow that up for me?
Great. You're doing also a 6. Why? Okay. And I move 5 feet back further.
All right. So, in a panic, Dirtle starts scrambling across the room, launching arrows behind him to no avail. Dirtle, you are also afraid of this thing.
I pull out my bow, and I'm shaking. And I shoot it.
Oh wait, give me that attack with disadvantage.
I'm afraid to hit him. I'm not afraid to hit the statue.
Well, when you are frightened, you have a disadvantage on all attacks.
Even if I'm going for the statue that I'm hiding behind?
All attacks.
Why would you want to shoot the statue you're hiding behind?
Because he scared me, and I want this thing broken.
I mean, give me an attack, but all attacks made while you're frightened have disadvantage.
When I'm right on it.
That's right.
This is the logic game, and I'm not going to win. 14? What?
14. The arrow undoubtedly hits. You're right by it. How could you miss? However, the arrow doesn't find a niche in which it does damage. It bounces off like a ricochet, shatters. Anything else?
I peek around the corner of the stone, see the little statue, and say, "Won't you cry for Baal? Or Balder, sorry, not Baal. Balder.
Yeah,
Won't
Baal
you
is
cry for
completely
Balder?"
different.
That is very different.
Shed a tear for Balder. Okay, so we'll move on to the top of the round then, to Todier.
So wait, it still is this little miniature one right here on the right side, right?
On the right, yeah, it's the little one.
Okay.
It's actually what it is right now is a whitish blue orb that is floating about 15 feet off the ground and seems to be doing a beeline for the other statue.
Well, I mean, my arms are 10 feet long, I think. Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and chase him. I know that's close enough for me to catch without dashing. I'm not even gonna bother measuring it. And I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can't hit him with my force arms. $23. Wait, I can't hear you guys.
We can
Sorry,
hear
I had it muted.
Oh, okay. What happened?
Mike came in here with a pipe. He was like, "Hit this." So I was like, "Oh fuck, I'll mute it."
Okay.
you.
Anyway, both attacks hit this glowing orb, as it does not seem to be very able to dodge in this form. And it takes the 8, and then it takes another 6.
Well, fuck it. I'm
What
gonna
else
spend
would
the
you like
key
to do?
point to do 2 more. My astral arms still count as unarmed strikes, or do I have to use my actual body?
They count as unarmed strikes for you, for the
Okay.
purposes of you.
Alright, just making sure.
The next 2 attacks hit it with a 6 and an 8. Another 14 points of damage.
And that'll be all.
It just seems to be pulsing with energy. Seems like you're definitely doing damage to it with your force-based astral arms. Anything else from Todia?
No, that's all.
That is all. Okay. Ascites. Ascites?
Yes. I'm here. Am I muted? No.
No, you're fine.
Okay. I'm going to say, run, raccoon, run. And Possum Boy, I'm going to set you on fire. Help me! Help me! Run away!
Attack the enemy, not us.
Well, shoot the enemy, not that stupid statue. I will attempt, very reluctantly, I'm going to take another shot at this thing with an arrow.
Okay. Nice. That's a nat 20. Why don't you follow that up for me? Oh my god, that's another nat 20. Follow that up for me.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Killed
You
by a
kid-
1.
And in that one.
You kidding me?
It's like triple damage and no more.
Follow that up, sir.
Don't you get to
Yep.
re-roll ones? Isn't that the...
Yeah, you do. You get to follow up. Roll a
No,
20.
nope. Not on this one. And then just kills one just kills the streak.
So what if he gets another one after the one? Wouldn't that like double negative the double crit, even though it's already canceled out?
Would somebody set Possum Boy on fire, please?
Well, it's not. I don't have the ones cancel out the 20s, and I don't have the 20s cancel out the ones necessarily. It's just when you roll a 1 on a skill check or an attack, it's going to be a failure. And then if you can follow that up with a 1, it's going to be an extreme failure. But if you can follow a nat 1 up with a 20, it's not going to be like, okay, you didn't nat 1. You know, it doesn't necessarily cancel it out. So he did just get a double crit. That is triple damage. 13 plus 6 is 9, or 19, I should say. 19 times 3 is... Oh, shit. Where'd my math brain go?
57.
80.
80,
7.
yes.
Oh, wait. You said 19 times 3?
Yes, 57.
Okay, that is 57. Sorry.
Yep. He's going to be taking half of that because he is resistant to non-magical piercing, bludgeoning, slashing damage.
That would be
However,
27 or 28 and a
Yep.
half.
now here's the thing. Because I fucked up and I let Lesk go before he moved, he only has 20 hit points left. So that arrow slams into him and his form wavers and flickers like a light bulb. And then with a puff, an aura of light covers the chamber, and several pieces of it stick to the walls and form continual lights that light up the chamber considerably. You all look to the center of the room where the altar is, and it cracks open with a great thunderous appeal. And inside of it is a chest.
Still afraid?
You're not still afraid.
Okay.
As soon as that happens, I'll get down off of the... I will climb down off the statue and cautiously approach the altar.
I shoot an arrow at it.
The altar? Or the box?
The box.
I mean, attack roll.
Don't shoot me, idiot.
How did box get to ascites? Why is with the nat ones?
I don't know. Why don't you follow that up for me?
That is the third nat 1 in a row I have rolled.
Let's see if you get a fourth.
Why don't you go ahead and switch to the digital dice?
See, it even rolled a 6 again. Why am I on the...
6?
Yeah, once followed by 6s. I'm digging on that 20's random generator right now. For you, at least. What you have to consider is, like, everybody's rolling, you know? How does it know to roll that for you?
Are you trying to make a deal with Dormammu? Do you have the time loop set?
I mean, I'm honestly kind of confused. There's no way that the same roll 3 times in a row.
I mean, I've done it. That's crazy. Why don't you give me...
Yeah, super unlucky.
Give me that attack again. I mean, it doesn't count. Just roll the attack.
That's what you get for setting yourself on fire, raccoon boy.
Hey, much
See?
better.
Okay.
You just had to wait for your next turn. Now you wasted
It's
your
not-
rolls. So next
it's
time
not
you roll an
stuck.
11.
Yeah, next time you're gonna roll another nat 1 followed by 6. Anyway, Dirk goes up and he shoots an arrow into this box, and it catches a strip of metal and ricochets and almost goes right into your own knee. But the box doesn't seem to do anything about it.
Well, at least we know it's not a mimic. Still, this was quite the trial.
Smell the box. Smell it. Smell it. Wait a minute. Possums don't have good noses.
They don't?
No. It's too small.
I mean, this possum is bigger than you are.
Not in real
5
life.
feet.
I will go over to the box and attempt to open it.
Alright, yeah.
See what's
Inside of it is a crown on a pillow, and the crown seems to be made of solid silver and has little blue gems adorning it. Next to it is a honey pot covered in some sort of leathery material tied off, and there's also a spear that seems to be made of mistletoe.
Ugh.
How big is this box?
It's pretty good sized. It takes up most of the space that the altar did, but there's only 3 things in it, so there's plenty of room. You gotta consider in D&D when you find a standard treasure chest, it's like 5 by 10. These things are massive.
Maybe we find Jimmy Hoffa's body.
You might. It's bigger than the coffin, so
I say we take the items.
Well, the honey pot we were originally sent here to retrieve.
But the mistletoe.
Well, of course, we're taking the crown and the mistletoe. The battle was rightfully won, and the spoils of war are ours. We passed the trial.
Yep. As you take the items and you close the chest, the altar reforms around the chest, and the jug replaces itself upon it. And the splinters of the first statue that you destroyed reforms, kind of like slow motion rewind. And it steps back up on the altar, or podium that it once stood. And the room dims once more. It is as if nothing had ever happened.
Did we hear Pink Floyd playing in the background?
If I could afford Pink Floyd, yes.
Okay, we're all on drugs. That's what it is. I know. We're hallucinating. This is all a dream.
We could only
It
afford
is-
the mellow shroom ban.
It is easily the most bizarre magical event that's happened to anyone in the room, now that I think about it. It is more prominently magical than anything anyone here has dealt with. The scene that just played out, if that matters to anyone in RP standpoint.
Wow. Let's do it again.
Would you like to cry into the urn?
No.
I mean, you said it.
No crying here. I'm not gonna cry.
I think passing the trial once was enough.
I think if we take the pot and give it to the bear, I think he'll appreciate it.
But if we
should sing.
Will there be another honeypot?
Go.
Now, these are the real questions. If you do it again, will there be another honeypot? What will be in the box, says the people who just took everything out of the box.
This is...
If
Nothing! You're so stupid! You're so stupid! Nothing!
Bad memories.
That's what the last people thought.
If a tree falls in the woods and no one's around to hear it, does it make a sound? Of course there'll be extra things. He just regenerated before our eyes, therefore, if he truly is an all-powerful deity, as the bear said, theoretically there should be a brand new pot of honey and another crown in there.
What deity are we talking about?
I think he said, like, whatever that person who didn't cry for Balder.
Balder.
No, who did not cry for Balder.
The giantess. Let's go kill her with the spear.
That would be quite fitting.
Where's she at?
I don't know.
Well, I guess we're going back.
I have connections, though. I could find her.
Now you sound like a Mexican cat. What happened to your accent? Cities.
Well, which accent would you like me to use?
We're not going to play this game. I'm a master perceiver and disguiser. And I'm a duke of a foreign land.
Go perceive yourself on fire, possum boy.
You keep saying this as if it's happened to me. You're a strange
No.
character.
No, it hasn't.
You've never been on fire?
Nope.
The raccoon set himself on fire. I saw it.
Dirk is just highly confused. He has no idea what he's even talking about at this point. And he's just very confused. He's missed 3 times, and he's never missed that many times in a row. So he's confused about the fire, and he's very confused about his arrows.
And he's like, am I cursed? What the fuck? Why do they keep bouncing off of things? That's not what arrows do.
And when did I get on fire?
It throws off your aim when you get burnt by fire.
Maybe you're on stupid or something. Are you sure I was on fire? Because I wasn't on fire the whole time.
Not in here. You were not. But
Well, then I guess I wasn't on fire then.
It happened a few days ago.
I'm going to ignore you.
We've known you for a day and a half.
I've been shadowing this group of new friends. Yeah, new friends. Yeah.
How long have you been stalking us for?
Stalk? No stalk. No prey here. Nothing to eat. Possum boy should be set on fire though.
You're a strange one for sure. So you guys go to exit the tunnel, and there is the rhinos grazing. It's only been... I mean, actually, I don't know how long you guys spent in there trying to figure that out before the fight. The fight only took, as D&D goes, less than a minute. And I guess you're ready to settle up and head back to the wall, eh?
I think it would be good if we go back to the Bear King singing Winnie the Pooh, Winnie the Pooh, fuzzy little fuzzy all stuffed with what? He's Winnie the Pooh.
You're singing copyright material.
Pooey the wind.
Yeah, we
Pooey
don't
the wind.
talk
There we go.
about the great evil exile, Pooh of Winnie's.
Ah. No
He,
poo here.
Yeah, no.
Okay. Here come the clowns. Would that be a good one? We need a fanfare. We need a parade. We need to show the Bear King the honeypot has returned.
None of you, having met the Bear King, are very confused at this.
In the shadows, many things you will see. Sneaky we are. Very good at what we do.
You're creepy.
Mm-hmm.
Molly starts writing frantically in her notebook, making notes. Alright. So you guys hit the road then? No,
Yes, I see no reason not to.
very well.
Go back to the city.
I got
Robert,
ahead.
Are you going back to the border encampment?
We still have to retrieve Alagos and give the honeypot back to Duskin, so yes.
Very well.
And from there we can continue our journey on to Salmon's Run.
So you're about a day and a half's travel from where you're at. You're going to need to make camp tonight. You can get there tomorrow.
I got first watch.
Who's got second watch?
I'll take it.
ODA takes it. Third watch?
I got the
Okay. Who's going to do fourth watch then, Dirtle?
me.
All right.
I'd love to participate, but it's quite hard for me to see in the dark.
Yeah, you need to get your rest, Mr. Spellcaster, anyway. So anyway, you guys travel back through the same path. You can pick it out pretty easily. The rhino tracks are plain to the eye, and as is the cartwheels. You bunker down, grab a good spot in the nearby soil to plant a burrow, and post a watch. First watch, give me a perception check.
Just let me clarify. I don't know if it's going to make a difference, but I would probably be perched in the nearest tree as high as I could get to have a vantage point of the campsite, but also very quiet and in the shadows.
Very well.
Okay.
You can give me a stealth check if you like.
Which would you prefer?
Well, I'm going to need it. If you're trying to hide, you need a stealth check. You're still going to need a perception check at the same time. Either way. Alright, so you got a nat 1 on your stealth and a 7 on your perception. Why don't you go ahead and follow up that nat 1 for me?
Well, that's what?
Just a d20. Okay. It's a critical failure, but it is not a extreme failure. However, there is a moment during your watch where there's a screech in the night above you, and you hear the beating of wings, but you cannot discern where the fuck it's coming from. You don't see any forms in the night. Luckily for you, they didn't seem to be hunting cat. Up next was Toady. Toady, would you like to do the same and give me a stealth and perception, or just a perception, or whatever you want to do?
Well, my stealth with advantage, because I get advantage when I'm holding still. And then
Yeah. Yep. So 21. 17. As you take up your watch, nothing happens during your watch, but you do notice that there is a large multicolored feather lodged in the tree nearby where Cites was. It's about the size of like a human arm, upper arm and forearm included.
would I know what that is?
What's that?
Would I know what that's from?
Maybe. You can give me like a nature check, I guess. No.
Nope.
No, you wouldn't.
Okay.
Like, man, that's a multicolored fucking feather. It goes yellow, green, purple, all in the same feather. It's like, wow, that's crazy.
It must be from the rainburb.
Yes, the rainburb. Third watch. Dirtle,
Yes.
give me your checks.
I don't make money for playing this.
No, you were right about that. Neither do
What
I,
am
though.
rolling?
Stealth and perception. Are you saying that I'm dragging you away from your work, Dirtle?
What? No, that's not
Would
what
you
I'm
rather
saying.
be? Would you rather be doing your work right now?
I mean, I am and not at the same time.
All right, so 9 on the stealth. Give me that perception. 23.
Wow. Can't
Yes.
hide, but I'm very aware of everything.
Nice. Yeah, you did. You do find evidence of a visitor during the night. Claws in high tree branches, and a few extra feathers lying around, but no sign of the creature itself.
Does it look like anything's missing?
No, it doesn't appear as though it went anywhere near your barrow itself, or the supplies, or even the rhinos.
Can I identify anything about what I see?
Yeah, give me an investigation. No, survival. Sure, no. All right, good. Yeah, just give it to me both. You can't tell what specifically these tracks are from, but you can tell that something has gouged the wood deeply in one of the higher branches, as if it were perched there.
Hmm. And it's right above where we're camped.
Yeah, it's like something or multiple somethings briefly stopped by during someone's watch who wasn't paying attention and flew off.
Interesting. So, what now?
That's all, though. I mean, you could pack
Okay.
up and go. But we're going to take a break. Yeah, we're going to take our first break. 20 minutes?
Sounds good.
I'm sure Calvin could use some inspiration. Keeps rolling that ones followed by 6s.
He could use a lot of things.
I get those.
He sounds far away from the mic, but that did sound like he was lamenting.
Actually, that sounded like Hannah to me.
Oh.
That might have been Calvin, though.
I thought it sounded like him doing his voice, but far away from the mic. But I guess it could be.
That was my wife yelling in the background, so that was not my voice.
Have you tried not pissing her off?
I can't even do that, even on my best behavior. So if you can tell me how to not do that.
I mean, have you tried?
Once before.
Try harder.
Buy her a donut.
Keep rolling that ones.
Followed by sixes. Yeah.
Followed by sixes. I officially got 666.
Yeah, you did.
It's a sign.
Like 16, 16, 16. I'm not sure if that has the same meaning.
If you roll in that 20, I'll buy you a dozen Krispy Kremes, and you can give them to Hannah, and she'll be quiet.
Calvin, it's a sign. You need to immediately dual flash into a warlock.
Right?
What is my patron, my wife?
Your Patreon is Patreon.
Oh, well, fair enough, fair enough. So where do you draw your power from? The castle? What?
Actually, I was fucking around with the idea of a warlock of the GM that uses a set of arcane, D&D dice. So, a D4, a D6, a D8, a D12, and a D20 that, are his focus. They like levitate.
When he does an Eldritch Blast, it's a D20.
The ones that I've seen that are like that are usually about like fate bending and shit like that. I'm like, okay, if you can come up with a reasonable argument to the GM, you can say it in character and make a check.
I may actually take you up on that GM warlock thing.
Well, make a fucking warlock, I guess.
Alright.
I'll be your patron.
Alright.
Sponsor this young beast folks' power and rise to fame.
Why do I keep forgetting names?
God damn it. Fuck you. Okay, so back on track though. Yeah. I imagine that you guys ate breakfast. Go ahead and mark another day's rations off of your sheet for each of you. And you saddle up the rhinos, and Dirk hops on Duke, and you guys start taking off again.
Hey guys, I'm on a rhino.
I have one question.
Yeah.
Can I edit that on the character sheet, or do I have to keep track of it separately?
The rations?
Yeah.
You should be able to do it on the character sheet itself. Although, honestly, I haven't looked at that part of it in a while, so maybe I could open up your character sheet and take a peek.
Oh, never mind. I got it.
Oh, you got it? Okay, cool. The party has a bunch of rations and shit, too, that they've been hoarding, including some beads of nourishment. So it's not like you guys are short.
They should have stocked up back in Duskin's camp.
We haven't gotten there yet.
We're on the way there.
Yeah, you spent most of your money on rhinos.
Oh, that's right.
And I still have much more.
Yes, that's Dirtle's problem. Anyway, you guys hike back to the military encampment, and what you see is kind of a mess. It looks like there's a pile of flaming remains of tents, and a couple of the permanent buildings have been toppled over. It doesn't look like they've been permanently beaten. There's still plenty of military camp going on. It just looks like a recent battle has taken place, and there are some fresh graves. But you get over to the jail cell, and you see that the building that it was in has been toppled over. The wall of thorns itself showing no damage because the thing regenerates, but the walls, the stone walls, and the iron cage seem to be destroyed. But you're able to find General Duskin nearby. Duskin, could you join me in private chat, please?
Yes.
I still can't get over the fact that we have a huge carriage pulled by 2 rhinos.
It's our mobile bunker.
Mm-hmm.
Think of it as this season's equivalent of Darius's mobile fortress.
Did we get any information on that mistletoe spear or anything?
No. Polly's not with us, so we can't identify it or anything.
Yeah.
We could maybe ask Duskin if he could identify the spear.
Oh, yeah.
And maybe the crown, too. We need to attach, like, a big, like, ballista turret or something to the top of the wagon.
Yes. I was gonna see if, hold on a second. My kids
Do a magical targeting turret.
What's it called? Solution propulsion mechanism. If we could attach that to the top somehow.
Oh.
Because I mean, I'm kind of gonna ask if, since Polly has the intelligence to actually use it, if she's the one to install it, then all we have to do is hit a button, right? So I mean, could we use it still? That's my main question right there.
I think it's more complicated than just hitting a button. You gotta select which node to use and load it properly.
Yeah, I'm getting...
too complicated for...
Do you think the 3 items in the 3 items in the altar are related, or just random treasure in the same place?
Well, we know what the honey pot is.
What were the 3?
It was a crown with a jewel embedded into it, the honey pot, and a mistletoe spear.
Well, I know exactly what they are.
I'm a little afraid the mistletoe spear is potentially the weapon that killed Balder.
Probably.
Yep, but a spear made out of mistletoe would have to be a composite because mistletoe doesn't grow that large.
This is D&D.
And this is also gods we're talking about.
Yeah, like we're in the Beastlands, so it's a whole new mechanic.
Maybe it's magic mistletoe, okay.
Mm-hmm.
But if the crown belonged to Balder and the mistletoe was used to kill him, what does the honeypot play in all this?
Well, okay, so it's actually an equivalent to a type-anti-type thing that I know you're very familiar with. It's supposed to represent substance of life-giving things during a long period of time. The other one for guidance and safety, and the little crown jewel is necessarily supposed to represent royalty of some sort. So you have law, you have the defender, and you have the feeder. That's my theory.
That was the worst typology I've ever heard. But I guess in this world it could kind of sort of maybe, no, if I think about it twice, probably not.
I don't think it actually means that in this game.
Okay. But That's what I was wondering about. Who did the crown belong to? Who manufactured the spear? Who did they use it on? Or did they use it at all? Was it an ornamental thing? Or are these just decorations?
The 100-acre woods turned on Winnie.
We'll have to have somebody who can identify it, look at it, and tell us what exactly the spear is.
I know what it was. It was Rabbit. Rabbit used the spear to kill Pooh and stole his crown and his honeypot. That's what it was.
That does sound plausible.
And his heart turned him to stone. Or a plasma ooze, ectoplasm.
Well, that's the best thing I've got. Les, did you say you were starting college?
Yes, this September.
What are you majoring in?
For now, I'm just gonna be doing two years at a community college and then transferring to Eastern.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. So I haven't entirely decided my major, but something to do with engineering or math, I think.
Girdle never made it past the 3rd grade.
I know, quite a shame.
That doesn't make sense because I graduated top honors in the Ranger Academy.
Yes.
It's a very strenuous test, literally.
Of your 2nd grade class, top honors, 2nd grade, dropped out 3rd grade.
No, because Dirk graduated with me. I actually killed the headmaster because I sneezed at the most inopportune time.
Yes, you got upset that you dropped out and you killed him after you seeking revenge.
But even my wisdom would show that I had to graduate more than 3rd grade because I have a 16.
Well, your wisdom comes from you being a madman who talks with the wind.
I guess so. My charisma is also a 16.
Man, I'm just gonna say I've been living in the bamboo forest my entire life. Never went to school. My wisdom's a 16, so.
He has a point.
All right. I missed what y'all was chatting about, obviously, but
I'm a 3rd grader.
Murder hornet porn.
I'm sorry, porn.
Wait, what?
Murder hornet porn.
Murder hornet porn.
Yep.
I guess that would be a thing in the Beastlands, wouldn't it?
Yep.
Or at least in the Hivelands. Jesus. It's like the forbidden love between the Vespid and the Talskuli. There would be like fan art of these deadly creatures intermingling, even though they hate each other, like a Romeo and Juliet situation. I'm sure there's a novel in someone's bookshelf nearby if you wanted to look.
I haven't found a bookstore yet. I've been looking for one.
Well, you haven't been to an actual city or
that's
town
true.
since the game started, so. But yeah, Duskin sees you guys kind of surveilling the situation and breaks off from some of his lieutenants to approach you.
I see you've come back.
Will we not? Supposed to?
Were you not expecting that?
Well, with some of you, I didn't have much hope. Especially that one. And he points at Dirtle.
You know what?
Dirtle's eyes are
I'll
facing
let it-
2 different directions.
Oh my goodness. I have a really good joke, but I'll wait.
Okay.
Oh, go right ahead.
So the movie Jungle Cruise that came out, the main character tells really bad jokes, but basically he's like, yeah, so I used to date a girl that was cross-eyed. It didn't work out between us. She was seeing a guy on the side.
Go figure.
And then the
Somebody
other
set
one
him
was,
on fire for real.
no, there's one more joke.
There's one more joke.
I'm gonna set you on fire.
And even at that, we just never could see eye to eye.
Wow.
Wow, guy.
Wow.
It's great. It's a good pickup line.
Yeah. Sure.
Anyways, were you all successful in your endeavor?
Nope, we came back with nothing, but we found these treasures along the way.
You didn't get the honeypot?
I didn't say that.
Polly goes over and elbows Lesk and says, "Please stop him from talking for the party." You know that's something that Polly would say.
It really is.
I heard it. I said
I
I'm
pull
speaking
out
for
my-
myself.
I pull out my dagger and I stick it in Dirtle's butt.
He notices you.
Yeah, I smack that out and be like, "Don't touch me."
All right, so now in the background, the cat and possum are wrestling over a dagger. Anyone else want to talk with General Duskin?
We brought back the honey pot. Sorry about these idiots.
Yeah, it's okay. I've met a few in my time. But thank you.
Stupid possum boy.
I apologize. My kind of end of the bargain was to release your friend after completing that. But, seeing that he is no longer here, due to some unforeseen contingencies, I've got a few items I can give you instead.
What happened with our friend?
Last night, right after dusk, we're under attack. At first, we saw these very beautiful griffins coming by. They look like parrots, actually. Very multicolored. Looked very spiffy. We were all in a distraction all for a moment, and then we were attacked in our rear by a very big, giant bumblebee with an axe. So, taking care of that situation, looks like an arcane user went through the front and basically took him out of jail, and they fled.
While the Tosculi were attacking. The Griffins were fleeing the Tosculi.
I wonder if they were attacked in the rear like I attacked Possum Boy.
You never hit me.
Wait, was it the Vespa or the Tosculi? Vespis?
It was both.
So they're working together.
Well,
That doesn't sound like it tracks.
Well, if one came in with an axe, and then the rest came. So
wait, what now?
You said you were attacked by both the Vespis? What are they called again?
Vespid.
Vespid and the Tusculi at the same time?
It would seem like under the Tusculi's attack, that's when they decided to pounce in and rescue Alagos.
Okay, so they didn't attack together. That's my main question.
As far as I know, as those two are competitive.
Okay.
So attack would have been about ninth hour of the day, 10th hour of the day.
It was just after dusk.
Closer to 7 or 8.
We saw remnants. We saw remnants of pretty birds in our
You saw
camp.
nothing. I saw tracks.
We saw
I
things.
saw the feathers. I heard it. It
was-
screeched.
It was standing on top of your head. All you saw was a feather.
You do feel somewhat embarrassed by the fact that these things weren't directly sighted from you, even though maybe 20 feet above your head where you were perched in that tree was where the tracks were found.
It was effective Pink Floyd situation from Dungeon. I was tripping.
Okay, back to these items that you have. What are you offering?
Well, I do have quite a bit of money I can offer you guys. Or how about this? It's a necklace, or well, it's an amulet that basically makes you immune to poison.
Does Duskin know what these 3 items are beside the honeypot?
Not to my knowledge.
Never seen the crown
No.
or the spear.
No.
Do you think you could have someone magically identify what these items are?
I'm sure I could rumble up someone. I'll have to go get him, though. He's on the other side of the camp.
Hey, I have a thought, but I need to talk to the party first. If you can stand a couple feet away, just for a moment.
Dirk, I mean, not Dirk, signals a team huddle a few feet away from Duskin. What would you like to say, Turtle?
Guys, none of these items actually seem appealing, but I think it would be a good way for us to get reimbursed off of what we paid for the rhinos, so we lose absolutely nothing.
Not knowing histories, not knowing lore. Pass up many things you could, but you do have a point. Money is good. Money's very good.
Let's identify the objects before we rush to sell what we don't know the value of.
No. Not sell the items. We need to get the items identified. What I'm saying is get reimbursed for what we paid for the rhinos.
Oh.
Not sell them back, though. Just get the money back as payment for getting these. We did fight a divine force.
Well, Possum Boy's right for once. Still want to set him on fire, though.
Please do.
Okay, not now.
Rain check on the fire.
So does that seem fair or possible, or do we want something else?
I kind of like that idea.
Yeah,
I like money.
We can try to get that.
But I just have one thing. I didn't purchase rhinos. Reimbursement for that helps me out none. But many arrows I did shoot. Yes, many hits I did make.
I'll reimburse you on arrows.
Double.
Okay. Regular arrows, doubled. Perfect.
No.
Nope, I'm not going higher. Arrows are expensive nowadays. I am a Scrooge of sorts, and I'm not paying $5,000 for one arrow.
And I'm expert at stealth. Sneak behind you, set you on fire. I will. But, okay. 10 regular arrows and 10 magic arrows.
Deal.
Okay.
Alright. Are we breaking the huddle?
Almost. Lesk has said nothing, and I am concerned.
I asked Duskin about whether he could find somebody to
Identify.
We're in a huddle.
identify the things.
We're in a huddle.
I don't use arrows.
What? No. I'm saying get reimbursed off of what we spent for the rhinos, so we have exactly what we had when we first came to the city.
This is like a brass ring. Grab it and get what you want.
I see. So you're telling me that I should think of something to ask for.
No, what he's saying is he's proposing that the reward for this be what the gold value that you guys spent on the rhinos back.
I spent nothing on rhinos. Help me, it does not.
But I will get you arrows.
I know.
That sounds like a good idea. We spent a lot on those rhinos. The question is whether the honeypot is truly worth it.
Rhinos plus honeypot makes a good price.
Well, this is an exchange for the honeypot. So, why don't you hear the bear out?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm right.
Suggest it. I have no problems with it.
Alright, so the huddle breaks, and you say what to Duskin, who's waiting so patiently.
Dirk, you tell him. Olesk.
Let's not have Dirk do it. That's taxing.
No, it's not. I can talk. I'm just kidding.
Schizophrenic he is. Schizophrenic he is.
So here's our deal. So we would like to have these items identified, and also if we can be reimbursed for what we spent on the rhinos, then we have a deal.
How much did you spend on the rhinos?
You'll have to ask the rhino guy. How much did we spend, guys?
I chipped in a couple thousand gold. I think we spent about 6,000. No, that doesn't sound right. Hold on. It was a little over 6,000.
$6,000
gold. Yes.
All right. I'll give you all. Yeah. I'll give you 700 platinum pieces. How's that?
What's that equivalent to, Dirk?
I don't know. Do I know? Okay, you're done talking to me. That's the equivalent of 7,000, Turtle. 7,000 gold.
Many arrows have a guy.
Okay. We have a deal.
So you give him the honeypot in exchange for 700 platinum?
Oh, are we giving the honeypot? I thought we were just identifying the honeypot.
No, he wants the honeypot.
Oh.
Yeah, the honeypot.
I don't care. That's up to y'all. I don't care.
But you just made the deal for it. You didn't know what you were dealing for?
Well, apparently, that's how Dirtle rolls. He doesn't know everything.
Alright. Fair. I guess. So you take 750 gold and the promise of identification in exchange for the honeypot.
That was platinum, not gold.
Duskin also wants to do one more thing here.
Yeah?
He looks at Lesk and he goes, "Brother, as you go throughout this land, let me help you be a little more protected for the fights to come. You remind me of my younger self back in the day. I think you should have this." And he gives his animated shield to Lesk.
You son of a bitch. All right.
Wait. Okay, I pull out my bag.
Are you sure this is something that Duskin would do?
Yeah.
He literally spent so much money in the Feywild buying that son of a bitch, and then he fought serious enemies with it. Are you sure he'd just give that away to a random priest of Thor?
But there's more than one, I promise. And I pull out my really rinky-dink symbol of Odin.
Maybe he got bad report. Maybe he got bad report from healer. Maybe Duskin dying.
Are you okay, Mr. Bear?
Are you a brother as well?
I'm a brother from a goblin mother.
Pay no attention to this fool.
I worship the great divine one named Thorin. He is the god of the birds.
Okay, then say.
This man often spends his idle time talking with the wind.
I want to
know. I don't mind of him.
He sounds like he's blessed by Loki.
Sometimes he talks out of his rear end.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do.
Dirk would know better than anyone. I don't.
And I mean,
all right.
To be honest, Josh, I mean, would Duskin not ever get another animated shield at one point or another?
Given that he's returned to the Ursa Kingdom, it's possible.
I mean...
In fact, maybe he's received even better magical items from the Bear King.
I guess, who knows, right?
Being a commander, he may have no use for something that someone could use on the front line, but... Duskin, it is with great honor that I will accept your gift, and use it well.
Honor
Thank you.
To battle, brother.
So we get the items identified?
Yes. Rascal comes tumbling in. He's like, alright, identification, give me a few minutes. And he starts doing the ritual necessary. And, the crown, he says, this is pretty cool. I've never seen anything like this. This is, the crown of Ferga's wisdom. You attune to it, and, it makes you wiser. It's crazy.
I think I need that.
It is +2 to wisdom.
I think I need that.
Wait, no, the spellcaster needs that.
Oh.
What spellcaster? Oh,
yeah. The priest.
Well,
it's weird because literally 4 of you are wisdom-based casters. If I include Toady, because his key is wisdom-based. So I'm like,
even that?
Who exactly are you talking about?
Interesting.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, so it would actually be valid for literally 4 of the 6 of you.
Not me. I don't want to. Actually, I could and get like I'm not. I'm too nice. I won't do that.
Yeah, I mean, it would work for you. It would increase your DC on your spells. Well, your ranger spells, not your charisma-based ones.
True.
Anyway, yeah, you're all weird with it. You're running off of 2 different DCs and everything. Anywho, back to the topic at hand. The spear seems to be resisting identification for the most part. It is holding some sort of powerful blessing that Rascal can't grasp fully. He says the holy geometry of this thing is something else. But I know that it's going to be a +2 bonus on its enchantment, at least right now. Something tells me this thing's full of secrets. I just don't know what it is.
So +2 to what?
Just a +2 to attack and damage. You know, it's a +2 spear. Plus stuff that you aren't aware of.
Spear. Yeah, that's not me.
It could be.
Not a spear.
But it seems to have a curling, or not curling, but twisting handle that goes the full length, and little leaves of mistletoe are poking out at intervals. So it does. He says it does seem to be alive. If that means anything, it seems to be living. I think that was it, right? That was the only two things that needed to be identified.
Yes.
We
Okay.
could possibly ask him to look at the emerald leaf as well, but
The
I
what?
don't see the emerald leaf we have, but I don't really see a reason to.
Oh, yeah. I mean, what did I tell you about it already?
That it was. Oh, I think you said it was non-magical, actually. Let me check loot notes.
Leaf gem emerald ? Unknown value.
Yeah, that's all.
Oh, it does. It does need identification. Cool. Yeah. It is a. Would you like it identified?
While we're here, sure.
It says this is really cool. This must have been made by a somewhat powerful druid. This one dropped into a water source enhances plant growth on anything that drinks from it.
So wait, this is not an emerald, it's fucking fertilizer?
It's definitely an emerald. It's just got a powerful enchantment. It makes a source of water incredibly nutritious to the plant life, and it possibly triple growth rate, maybe more. Really depends on how powerful the enchanter was.
Okay.
The value on this is all over the place, though. It really depends on who you're offering it to. Ironically, the people that would probably pay the most for it are the farmers who can't afford that kind of thing.
But I'm sure they have plenty to trade.
It'd be good for the rhinos.
We could plop this down and magically grow a lot of grass.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, who needs that? I'll just urinate all over the fields. I can't. Oh, that's a good Durdle moment.
I wonder who would have use of this stone. Oh well.
I mean, perhaps you, if you had something worth growing.
We can start a little garden in the back of our caravan.
Oh
I know
yeah,
a tree that could probably use this.
we have a a seed
Wait.
from the holy tree.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's actually a good idea.
Yeah, that's true. As for like a garden in the back of that thing, that's not out of the question. You could likely build a platform on top of your rhino cart for, catching sun and such. You could, put pots and stuff down and grow shit over the course of a couple days. Have you ever watched a watermelon grow?
Yes.
Yeah? Imagine if it grew like over the course of a couple days.
You've never played Yoshi's Story, have you?
Yoshi's World?
No, Yoshi's Story.
Yoshi's World.
No.
I'm kidding. Relax, guy. What's a Yoshi?
Oh, you're right. What is a Yoshi?
He's doing it again, guys.
Character for the next campaign.
So easily derailed. So what do you guys want to do from here? It seems like your business with Duskin is done.
Are we going to keep on going to Salmon's Run like we were originally trying?
There is also the fact that Alagos seems to have escaped with the help of his countrymen.
I think I trusted him. Maybe one day we will learn the full.
I feel very deceived.
Dirk
But
immediately
not
starts
really.
trying to inspect the ground to see if he can see any indication of where they went.
Give me a survival check.
I mean, he realizes they fly, but yeah.
Yeah, they definitely fly, and you're not going to get much out of this, but you're putting the effort forth. Go ahead and give me that roll.
Yeah.
Ooh.
17. No, you definitely can't discern where they went, but the area around the jail cell does tell a story, somewhat. It appears as though shape-shifting may have been part of what happened. Trickery, indeed. The big bumble Vespid setting off a distraction in the camp part of the encampment. But a powerful spellcaster enough time to pull off the escape. And gas magic. Sorry. He seems to have used powerful magics to enact this escape, including a fireball, which likely is the cause of a lot of the devastation in the camp. That's pretty much what you can tell. You can see where they left the ground, the disturbance of the dirt and whatnot, and their insectoid footprints.
And then at some point, I would assume they would have just launched off.
Yeah.
Can I tell based off of the imprint of where they launched, of maybe which direction they would have flown off to?
No.
Okay.
I have connections. If we go to town, I can set the word out. I can get information, but it may take some time. But yes, many contacts I have. Many towns. Just about everywhere, really.
Do you have connections to a place called the Wax Museum or the Wax Library? It's
Wax
in
Library.
like the archipelago island things.
Never heard of. Never do work for that. But
Well,
It is on the
many-
opposite side of the Highlands from your current position.
No, many people who do many things. Like I said, many contacts I have, but not out here. Must be in town.
I did have the rascal guy tell me there's a rebellion that's being formed over there, and they're looking for fighters. If that might be something we want to do, and they have a world-renowned library that possibly has birth records for everyone ever born.
we're very good at what we do, but what we do best is not fighting. What we do best is sneaking. What we do best is shadow. What we do best is accidents. Yeah, accident.
It would involve accidentally killing a dragon.
Could be done. Yes, it could.
If you're so confident in these connections of yours, do you think you could truly find out more information about Alagos if you were to meet with these people?
Well, understand, information is limited. Sometimes have to pay a great price. Sometimes must do deeds. However, just about anything I can find, take time it will. But maybe not everything, but little information, yes. Sometimes lots. It just depends. Depends on the job.
So we're playing a gamble?
What would you be willing to pay for such information? Because I might work for free or take a share of the spoils, but my contacts do not.
Well, as of now, we currently don't have a direction to go.
Town.
But
Must go to town. Connections in town. Where's the nearest town?
Alagos.
It's in Salmon's Run.
Mhm.
That's not much of a town. There's not even a bookstore there. I like it.
You haven't even been there.
Okay. Okay,
Oh,
Possum Boy. The sooner we get information, the sooner we go to Archipelagos.
I'm confused. I thought we did go there.
No.
I
No, we
haven't
haven't
been
been.
anywhere.
Where did we buy the bows and arrows?
That was the Emporium.
Yeah, that was a mountain emporium. All the weapons and expendable implements, remember?
Yeah, we need to go to Salmon's Run. I need to go see that little kid rabbit anyways. I got a bone to pick with him.
Oh, me arrows you do.
Turtle,
Oh, yes.
does the same thing with the apples.
Well, it appears that no matter what we are going to do from here on, traveling to the nearest town is probably the best move, so...
Yeah.
If there's nothing else anyone needs from here, I suppose we should get going.
Very well. Duke is staring at Dirtle pretty hard and pawing the ground, shaking his head a little bit.
Oh. I cast Speak with Animals, and I say, my friend, what's wrong?
You promised the Duke apples.
You're right. Let me go get some. Lesk. Les.
Lesk?
Oh, sorry, I spaced out there.
Don't be like the rhinos are really hungry. Can you help them?
Yes, certainly. I cast Create Food and Water.
Okay. So Duke goes up and he starts nibbling at it, and he's like, tosses his head and stomps. And is like, why does this taste like grass? You promised the Duke apples. Bushels and bushels of apples. How am I supposed to keep the women happy when you can't even keep your promises?
Oh, but I can keep my promise. Well, I don't know if I can with that. I can keep my promises. I promise. What can we do to make these apples better?
We need good food, man. I don't know. Listen, we can eat literally 1,000 pounds of grass, but it all tastes like grass. I need something juicy, something succulent, something to make these girls happy. You need to give the Duke good food.
The rhino's upset, at the food I created.
Is it pop? Okay, quick question, Josh. So minor illusion can alter scents as far as like smell wise.
Yeah.
Would it be possible to maybe make the food have a apple scent to it, so it kind of gives a better...
I mean, yeah, if you want to piss them off more.
Oh, okay.
It's like, oh my god, this fruit smells so good. Why is it made of wax? This is bullshit.
Okay.
That's like smelling pizza and getting fucking Little Caesars.
Tofu.
Okay. I thought it was worth a try.
I mean, you could try it. I should have just let you try it.
I don't think that'd be a good idea, Dirk.
Oh, I said.
You're
Yeah,
right.
prestidigitation, maybe?
The press digit. I don't know what that is.
Never mind.
No, none of us have that.
Here's a thought. The food that I make tastes bland, right? However, if we use that food and combine it with actual food that wouldn't taste bland, not created from magic, and to make something, would the magical food overpower it potentially?
The more flavorful food should overpower it, like making, smoothies out of like spinach and fruit.
No,
You won't taste your greens, you'll taste the fruit.
I'll chop it all up with my scythe hands. Mix it all together. That sounds like a good idea.
I can use my cook's utensils, and we can buy a bit of food here, and I can make something with the magically created food, as well as real food, to try and make them happy for now.
So let me paint this picture for you. Les goes to the market and buys how much food? Like, they do have, I mean, it's not a market per se, it's a stable. And he breaks out a bunch of this fruit. How much of it would you like to buy?
So they eat all of the food that I make, using create food and water. If I'm going to be mixing in real food with the magical food, maybe like 1/4 of as much as I'd make with the spell.
Okay, that does, alright.
How about this? How much does it cost?
Yeah,
That's what I'm trying to come up with here, is like tonnage.
I'm just saying, like, right now,
create 45 pounds of food.
So I say we buy like 100 pounds of food and put most of it in the cart, and then mix it in with create food and water whenever we need to.
magically created.
Right, and making
How
like
many-
a pulp.
How many days
Pretty
are we
much.
away from Salmon's Run?
Oh, if I remember right, you're only about 10 miles away, which is a couple days travel.
Oh, we don't. Maybe. I don't think we need 100 pounds then. Maybe just.
I looked this up before, but these fucking creatures eat a lot of food. Hold on.
Okay, we'll do 100 pounds. I'll just buy it. How much?
Give me 100 gold.
Okay, I give him 100 gold.
Really less than that, like 50 gold.
Okay,
We're talking
I give him 50
about-
gold.
Yeah, that's fair. It's like food doesn't actually cost that much. But, having to buy it frequently has its own problems. But, so you take an hour to prepare like this mash of apple and summoned food, and you put it in a trough, and they're like eating it up, and it seems to be making the rhinos placid again, like maybe your deal has been satisfied for now.
By
This
the way,
is what you
Josh,
get for bargaining with animals. What's up?
A rhino can eat like 120 pounds of grass, specifically.
Yeah.
a day to sustain themselves. However, this is, more nutritional than grass. So I don't know how you would interpret that.
But it also carries a lot more water weight, so
Yeah, they'll piss it out.
I promised them
they'll still get the
apples.
nutrients though.
Yeah, but that much fiber, it's going to be pooping all day long.
Well, we can, as we
I'll
find
make
new
sure
fruits.
to mix up what I create and feed them.
Do we have any baskets in the cart?
There was an assortment of baskets, yeah.
Okay, we'll just collect fruits as we go on our way.
That's easy enough. Some trees are just wild fruit bearing as you go. You can try and scavenge some up. So y'all hit the road again. Rhino back. And the road is wide and well made in this direction. Cobbled, even. And you make pretty good time. You're actually moving quite a bit faster than you're used to. On your way, you pass a couple of patrols of bear folk. Some of them wearing armor. Some of them are only wearing like belt and loincloth kind of situation. And they have like... Those ones have like ceremonial painting and stuff on them. It makes you think back to the werebear you saw pulling his own rhino cart. And you also pass another rhino cart that's on its way back to the wall. It's fully laden with supplies and foods. And the day starts to get long. You stop and eat. Everyone go ahead and subtract another day's rations from your page. Let's see here. I think it's about time for a second break, but I want to random encounter real quick. Boom, boom, boom. All right, cool.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, no.
We're singing the D&D song.
While you guys stop and eat, prepare, a meal communally, as is the custom in the Beastlands. And like in most, RPG settings, it's just a custom to eat together, share knowledge of each other, especially when you have new party members. If you guys would like to take a RP moment, now would be the time.
About what time is it?
It's early afternoon.
Oh.
The sun is high.
Lesk at this point would probably be playing with the animated shield, seeing how it works.
Oh, would you like to attune to it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it lets itself attune to you and reveals its command word to you.
What is its command word?
Duskin, did you come up with a specific command word for it?
Activate.
Well then, kind of just like while holding the shield, Lesk goes, activate.
It springs to life, loosely termed. It seems to be moving rather rapidly of its own free will, spinning around you and testing its boundaries before it settles roughly 2.5 feet away from you in an upright position.
Well, having realized that one of our friends was a bee disguised as a moth, it's not even good enough.
Hey, Torier. Can you come here for a second?
What was that investigation for, Todian?
I was seeing if I could if anybody else is in disguise.
Oh, so you just want to observe people.
Just
Why don't you...
check for zippers,
His
essentially.
investigation is hands-on. Why don't you give me an insight? Just read the people around you as you're sharing this meal. Site 21. That is really good. What that gets you is basically a general idea of the active emotions of the people around you. If you feel like they're hiding something, and you can likely be able to tell if someone is lying throughout this conversation. Is anybody hiding anything? I really don't think they are. Everyone at the campfire right now is fairly open, except for the new guy. You can't quite get a read on him yet. If he starts talking more, perhaps you can get a more insight into that. But Lesk, you were saying something?
Yes, Lesk, what would you
Torier,
like?
come here for a second. I want to try out this new shield
Oh,
I
God.
received from Duskin.
Okay.
Could you attempt to strike me? Apparently this thing will protect me of its own will.
I want to see this.
I'm just gonna go ahead and use my sling then, so I can stand a little bit back, just in case. I don't know what this thing does either.
I'll be holding up my own shield just in
Oh,
case. Be like, aim for this.
I got a
All right.
20.
So, what's your AC?
I think it is 20?
So that hits.
So he was aiming for the shield that I was holding myself.
Oh, he was actually aiming for the shield itself? I thought you told him to try and
Not,
hit you.
no, my own shield, not the animated shield.
So he's holding a shield that I'm aiming at, and then his animated shield was supposed to stop that, but it hit his normal shield.
So, I'm not sure how to describe this in a cinematic way, but the shield bonuses do not overlap.
Ah, well then it's 18.
Right. So this shield
I see.
will defend you just like a normal shield would, except now you don't have to hold it. You can use both hands on your hammer, or use an offhand, whatever.
That's why Roll20 was angry at me. Because I have my other shield currently equipped.
You can only have one shield on.
Yes.
It's like, I don't know how to describe it cinematically, but while you're using a second shield, it seems to be following the movements of the shield you have on your arm, and is protecting you the exact same way.
I put down the shield. Try it again.
Yay.
Oh, I definitely missed. I mean, you want to follow that up for me?
Really?
Oh. I mean, you rolled, didn't you? All right, cool. So it's a standard miss. I was gonna see if it was gonna clunk Turtle in the head or something.
Let me shoot. Let me shoot.
What's going on?
This is only a test. If anything
Well-
goes wrong, I'd simply be pelted by a rock.
Back at home,
If you were to shoot an arrow at me, that might be a bit.
What are you afraid of?
no, back at home, if you were doing a test shot, they would always go, "Bah," and shoot the arrow.
You came from a mighty weird place indeed.
Yes, Dirk can attest to that.
What? As Dirk appears up confused as he's looking at the more in detailed map that he got, which Dirk is just constantly just reading over the map.
Acities,
Uh,
I will allow you to shoot only if you dull the arrow.
Societies, I'll take the tip off. I'll just shoot the shaft.
But don't
Okay.
shoot me.
Too.
Give me a shot. All right, 18. That's your armor class, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You're going to take no damage as it's blunt, or like 1 point of damage. But it does seem to slip around your shield and clanks against your armor. It's moving its best. It is, trying to get in between you and any attack that goes your way. It's not perfect, though.
Interesting.
Anyway, let's go ahead.
Not, I can't. Don't know you that well.
Do you want to?
No,
What?
I don't eat that.
You think this looks weird?
On the raccoon's brow.
Take your stunned silence as a no.
Does he, if he's there, does he know that we can't hear him?
Are we talking
Think-
here or out of here?
Oh, I'm talking about Todier.
I'm here.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah, I've been here. Yeah.
Oh, did you talk to Dick?
No? What?
I didn't get anything.
I think Dirk was asking Todier if the crown looked out of place on his head.
Oh. Probably. Maybe put some mud on it and then it'll match.
Wait, what now?
Maybe put some mud on it and then it will match the rest of you.
Dirk grabs a handful of mud and throws it on his face.
Any better?
Yeah, see, now you look. Now it all looks the same.
Alright. You wanna wear it?
It doesn't do wisdom. Hold on. I don't think it will bring my key point total up, so I don't think it's going to help me in the way I want.
It won't bring your key point total up, but it will raise your DC for your key abilities, like the stunning strike and shit like that. And your astral arm projection thing, they have to make a save for that. That's what the save is based on, is your wisdom.
Well, shit, what's it do for everybody else? Who's it going to benefit the most is really the question here.
Well, I was fixing to say, if given to the Rangers, of course, their spell casting is based off of wisdom. Plus, Dirk would get finally a +1 to his wisdom instead of a +0. So,
Would it help the rhinos any?
You believe that it probably would not help the rhinos.
Okay, forget that idea.
And then, of course, Les could use it spellcasting.
However, I received this fantastic shield from none other
Oh,
Too shiny for
Justin.
stealth.
I think we could, as an idea, use this. If we needed a permanent home for it, we could allot it to someone, but I think it might be useful if we needed to get the upper hand of maybe some possible connections, kind of played out like deity and royalty is going on, and we are his servants, or whoever wears the crown for the disguise. It's an idea.
Well, Turtle and I could disguise ourselves as like royal guards or something.
Intriguing.
Which one
Been
of
there,
us
done
looks,
that.
who looks the most royal out of all of us? It is not me.
I do.
I think it's decided. Me.
Can I-
And so who has 0 wisdom? Yeah, I should go to them.
Who has the highest deception?
That would be me.
What do you have?
What do you have?
I only have a 2,
5.
so.
You have a 5? I have
You
a
have-
6.
I've got a 6. But deception
What do you
is
know?
charisma based.
I guess it would depend on the people then. I don't think we need to have a set person for the disguise.
I say we'll let Dirtle be the royal person.
I
I do
know.
have
I know several places. And if you don't have a good disguise, easily discovered, you will be.
I have a disguise kit. I have many hats, and I have many holy
Sky-
symbols.
Once a day.
Done many jobs for many royalty we have.
What is this?
Know lots of royalty. Royalty known by royalty.
Dude,
Royalty unknown could be bad trouble. Must have good disguise.
is that good?
What are you disguising yourself as?
I don't know. I'm just wearing the crown to see if I could pass off as a king.
Not
you
like
kind of
that.
pose yourself regally and such.
Not like
Yes.
that, possum boy.
I put on my signet ring of an imaginary duke. What about no? Wait, hold on. I gotta change my voice. What about now, royal subjects?
You sound like a royal duck.
What? A dog?
Duck! Quack!
What?
Quack!
What about now?
I mean, despite yourselves, he does look somewhat regal when looked from one side. If he were to somehow, like, make both of his eyes look ahead at once, it would probably help. There is this kind of, like, backwoods persona that you associate with Dirtle that may be blinding you to a certain extent of the disguise. But you think maybe someone that didn't like know him personally might think, oh, okay, there's a lot of weird small kingdoms around, you know.
Well, I mean, I have a crowbar. We could just smack him on the back of the head and see if that works.
See if you can straighten out his eyes.
Yeah.
I could cast minor illusion and make one of his eyes look normal.
Ooh. I
Would you like
that.
to do that?
Sure.
Sure enough, you cast minor illusion. You have to like look at his face while you're casting this and like keep watching it, because when he moves one eye, you have to move the other eye. So it's like there's a little bit of a lag, you know?
Okay.
You think maybe if you did both eyes.
Okay, both eyes.
So,
Alright, yeah, you can control his eye movements magically. I mean, not his actual eye movements. You can make him appear to be looking where you want.
Hmm.
You actually look kind of normal.
Should I have a deep rusky voice?
Royalty needs three things. Must have advisor, must have personal servant, and must have captain in arms.
So no rusky voice?
Voice doesn't matter.
Yes, it does.
Not to royalty, it does not.
Before royalty, and you're telling me the voice doesn't matter? I think it does.
Okay,
You
okay,
just sound
possum
super
boy.
aggressive talking like that.
Possum boy.
Yeah, that's what I'm going for.
Possum boy, shut up and listen. I educate you, stupid possum. Royalty seldom speaks. Advisors speak for royalty. Royalty whisper in ear advisor. Advisor speaks because royalty's voice too precious to be heard by common ears. If heard by common ears, captain of arms must kill.
What type of king did you serve? We had a goblin king and that never happened.
We never
He
had
just
that
burned
happen
hard
there.
and laughed.
Many contracts I have done. Work for royalty I do not. But
Okay,
know
you-
their courts I do. Stealing, sneaking, gathering clues and information. That's what we're very good at.
I think you should be the captain of arms.
For hire, you might say. For hire.
Well, if you're riding on one of these rhinos, you and Lesk, you could definitely be co-captains. Todier would be a perfect advisor. And, well, actually, what's your persuasion ability, Todier?
Oh God, not good.
Plus, he is like
not-
he is
2. I have 2
It's like-
persuasion.
it's like assigning as an I don't know, a Chinese diplomat or king assigning like a Russian to be his advisor. You know what I mean? He's just alien, almost.
Dirk, what's your persuasion ability? Actually, what's everybody's persuasion
To
ability?
be honest, I'd
0.
probably play the best personal servant because I'm so alien and weird. And you know the feeling towards all
It's
the
true.
insect people right now.
People might think that you're just a novelty. Oh, you have an insect servant. That's so cute. I want one. Can we order one?
Decent at persuasion and intimidation. We are.
What's
But
your
definitely not advisor. No. No advisor.
okay? Who has the highest persuasion ability?
I have a 5.
On persuasion? Okay.
Yeah, he has 14 charisma and his proficiency bonus of 3. That's 5.
Well, that beats mine.
Lesk, what do you have?
0.
Wow, we're. What about Polly?
Polly won't be speaking for you.
Well, I definitely know Polly won't be my servant.
Perhaps this guy's.
I know the perfect thing for Polly is to be my captain. Polly, you're my captain.
I've never been a captain before.
You are now the captain of what?
Arms.
We
Possum
need to
boy.
write this down. Lesk, I think if we can get this written down and rehearse it, I'm pretty sure we can pull off an excellent performance.
Hold on. I got an idea.
I'm gonna cast Alter Self on myself
Okay.
and transform myself in a not really a look-alike of Dirtle, but more like a looks more common possum. So I'm just as tall as he is, and I don't look as dumb.
So you just look like a better version of your brother.
What if?
Pretty much.
So how would this work? Because I mean, literally, if
Okay, possum boy. Listen. We teaches.
okay.
Royalty seldom speaks,
Besides that.
only through advisor. Meetings are arranged in secret places, not open, but in shadow. Advisor speaks for royalty. Captain of arms in charge of security. Personal servant does whatever royalty says.
No, I
Other
got that.
servants sign
I got
specific
that.
tasks.
I got all that.
When meeting with contacts, extremely important. Secrecy. No one uses real names. No one uses real places. Information sought, yes. Information true. But characters fake. Always fake. So we arrange to find giantess. We arrange to find Alagos. We talk to fake people in shadow places. We tell them what we want. We convince them. We strong. We powerful. I don't know about you, though. I don't think you'll pull this off, but we'll try.
I take my arrow, I pull it back real fast, and I shoot the nearest fruit that I can see hanging from a tree.
What?
What do I roll for that?
An attack roll or perception?
Why is he shooting fruit?
I have a purpose. What do I roll for that? Just a regular attack?
Do you even see a fruit?
I don't know. I need a response.
I'm sorry. I was looking something up. What was your question?
At the end of a city's speech, I take my arrow and I shoot the closest fruit that is hanging from a tree.
Okay.
Just a regular attack.
Yeah, sure. Small target, but you hit it without an issue.
Okay. Now, I might look dumb, but I graduated top of my class, not second, third grade. You nice dick. I accidentally killed the headmaster. Our goblin friends didn't take too well to that, and it was an accident. We got pardon from all of it. Now I can be the king. But, though I may look dumb, I have deceptionally inceptive strategy abilities. Like that fruit. Now I can't eat it. There's an arrow through it. But my only problem is, because I understand all the diplomacy, I don't know what everybody's stats are. which then again, we have no idea what that means because we are people. But there's a lot of fourth wall information here that I don't know about.
I'm very, very good at persuasion and intimidation.
That's when Dirk starts speaking. Also, to finalize the appearance that I'm in, I'm kind of like in a kind of a wizard robe, so very similar stylings of what Rascal was kind of wearing, but more magey, I guess.
Okay.
But anyways, that's when Dirk kind of speaks up in his new self-altered form, going, well, according to everything else, you do know my stats, bro.
We're pretty even on our stats for the most part, with the exception of perception. Well, actually, no, that would actually be good because if they're talking to someone, I can actually form my own opinion about it, whisper to my advisor, and go forth. So, Polly is the captain. Lesk and Todier are the servants. Advisor, and I guess Cities, you will be the information checker. You'll be giving us yes or no answers from afar and doing our sneaky business. So you will actually be a second advisor, but not the advisor for the public face.
Advisor in shadows. We can do that.
Sweet. Okay, so we got it worked out, except for we need to draw up some kind of document.
No documents necessary for most contacts. Only when facing royalty.
Well, I need to prepare for every possible danger. These great steeds have to come from a actual land. Dirk, this map that you have, are there any locations that these rhinos could come from that actually validate our claims?
Well, allow me to move us to the world map. So, there is a major city that is on the opposite side of the mountain range from the Ursine capital.
I'm still
It
seeing
is right
the
in here.
dungeon.
Oh, well, I'm not. God.
Why am I still seeing the dungeon? Okay, there we go. Okay.
I was like,
'Cause I switched mine over, but I forgot to drag your guys's and change it over. That's why. Because I can look at a different screen than you guys. I control which one you see. And that's my bad. But anyway, on the opposite side of the Ursine capital, which is the star right here. So, like, over here, there is a kingdom of the Great Cats. This is a small and nomadic kingdom, but they do hold a couple of permanent cities. And they are in service to, now don't laugh at this, the Lion King. Or as he's popularly known, Old Firemane.
Mamma mia, mamma mia, baba.
What are you doing?
Yes.
You're not a bard, I am.
I'm a cat, possum boy.
Is that
Anyway.
how you cats see? Okay.
Josh, that was the old Fire King?
Old Firemane, as in the lion's mane. Old Firemane.
And there was the King of Cats?
The what?
You said it was the Kingdom of Cats?
Yeah, the Kingdom of Great Cats. They're kind of a nomadic type, but they hold a couple of permanent cities in the area down there, and one is kind of like a religious area for them, and it is the Lone Cairn.
Lone Cairn.
Yeah, Cairn, Cairn. It's essentially your Pride Rock type situation, you know?
Gotcha.
Yeah.
This would be important to note down.
It's something. In fact, I'll go ahead and take this opportunity to mark it on the world map myself.
Just for clarification, we're still sitting around the campfire on our way to Salmon's Run, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Did we want to build a garden on top of the freaking wagon?
Oh, a tiny one. Yes.
That is certainly something you can accomplish during this rest. Or tonight, once you rest. Give me just a second to label this dot. Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. Text, there we go. Awesome, that's labeled. So, you guys finish your rest and meal and prepare to hit the road again. There's a few more travelers in this direction as some footpaths start diverging with the road. And soon enough, you see that there's a small caravan ahead of you, moving a little bit slower than you are.
Well, you want to test out our royalty entourage, or you just want to sneak up and ambush?
I don't want to ambush.
Or you just want to sit and watch?
I think we should just walk by and ignore them. After all, we are royalty.
Oh, he's got a point. And if anybody looks at my eye, then you can step off the side and say,
"Don't look him in the eye. Don't do that."
Okay, I don't sound like that at the current moment, but do we want me to sound creepy?
What? No, I wasn't trying to sound like you.
Okay. I won't sound creepy then.
It sounded like you tapped into the soul of Salad Fingers. That was terrifying.
I like it when the red water comes out.
I like that a lot.
I like the rusty spoons.
Gosh, that's so old.
Yes. Many of our viewers may not even understand what the fuck we're talking about at this point. Not that we have a ton of viewers, but...
It's like the one avid fan that's watching this. It's like
what the fuck's a Salad Fingers? Yeah, anyway, that was quite a distraction for me. What did we... Oh yeah, the caravan. Yeah,
we're gonna try to play off the royalty thing.
Yeah, so there's a couple of carts ahead of you, and there aren't even rhino carts. They're much smaller, and they seem to be pulled by large beetles.
You want me to scout ahead and intercept and ask for an audience?
Oh, sure.
All right. Would you like to jog ahead?
I'll be right back.
Okay.
I tell everybody, take positions.
Positions for what? What are you gonna do to these poor people?
Just finding out who they are, you moron. Come on.
You never know, right? Anyway, so you go jogging on up double speed, catch up with the rear end of them. What do you say or do?
Hello, travelers.
Oh, hi there. You're not one of those cannibals, are you?
No.
Dad, there's
What?
a cat back here. He's not a cannibal. Oh, well, that's good. There's a whistle. It's like, hold up, someone's gotten our attention. And the caravan here is mostly burrowlings, which is to say, groundhog folk. There are a couple bears in there. Seems like a communal type situation. And you've gotten the attention of the driver of the rear cart. He says, how can I help you, stranger? Are you lost?
No, not lost. Although your caravan intrigued my lord, he wanted me to come and see if you would be willing to share information or trade goods.
Your lord?
I serve a noble.
Oh, weird. Oh, crazy. A noble of who? What? He just seems kind of confused.
Oh,
You mean I don't see any bears over there?
No, he's a strange king from a faraway land. You probably don't know of it. Not well known it is, but it is a kingdom. And he's always looking for new and adventurous things, learning as much as he can that will benefit his realm. And he thought your caravan looked interesting, so sent me to offer terms of a talk or perhaps trade.
Oh, well, we're transferring some of our crops into Salmon's Run. I'm not sure what we could offer you for trade, but I'd certainly be okay with talking with a nobleman. That's so crazy.
Is there a seahorse, a sea lion in the background, or a walrus running around here? What was that?
Dirk is trying really hard to clear his throat at a distance.
Oh, is that what it is?
He's really trying to get attention. Yes,
I'm
yes.
looking around for a sea lion somewhere. What was that? Okay.
How
Back
far
to-
away is that?
Back to the. What was I saying? I'm confused now. What was it? Oh,
Okay.
Oh, he was like a. How should I address the esteemed noble?
Well, him you probably won't hear, but his advisor. But you talk through advisor to him, and then he talks through advisor to you. But his name is King Fluffybeard.
King Fluffybeard, huh? Well, that's kind of a funny name. Oh shit! Don't tell him I said that.
No, he would not like it. He would not like it.
Okay, all right. I guess we'll try not to offend him.
Okay, follow me. I'll take you to him.
Should give me a persuasion check.
what did I do with my character sheet? Oh goodness, where'd it go?
Wow.
Oh,
Wow, that is wow. Okay.
did you want to follow that up for me?
With a what?
D20.
With a D20. Okay. So it says, well, listen, no offense, but we have a deadline to get to. Do you mind,
if we postpone this meeting until tonight, maybe we can camp together?
Oh, don't think so. King Fluffybeard, he never camps with strangers. Just an audience. Just an audience. Maybe I bring him to you. If I can persuade him.
Piss off a noble. You can see the rest of the caravan is getting really impatient. He's like, yeah, okay, all right.
5 minutes.
Yeah, he turns around and is like, hold on, guys, we gotta take a break. And they're like, oh, what is going on back there, Jerry?
I'll be back. I'll be back. I'll be back in 5 minutes. 5 minutes.
Is that you, Tom?
Hey, Barbara, where'd you put that tag?
Yeah, they're just a bunch of civilians, you know.
Shut up, Frank. Oh, I didn't do it.
Okay, I'll go back to the group now and explain to them what we're doing.
Okay, how does that go?
All right. Okay. Caravan traveling to Salmon's Run. Mostly vegetables, foods, I don't know, farmers maybe. But they agreed to audience with King Fluffybeard. Sorry, best I could come up with on the spot. So,
we are goblins, and you say Fluffybeard? That's insulting.
well, I had a grandpa like that once, but anyway.
An insulting grandpa?
Yes, very much so. But they agreed to stop and have audience with King Fluffybeard, but only talk through advisor. I'll sneak around while you all distract him and stand on the other side. So if I see anything going awry, I will shoot an arrow straight up in the air.
How will I see it?
Out of one of your dysfunctional eyes, I suppose.
I see out of both my eyes.
Oh, no. How about this? If something goes wrong, I'll growl really loud.
All right.
What are we trying to trade?
I don't know. I'm not the advisor.
Wait, what is our goal here?
Bluff your way through.
We are trying out the disguise.
Oh, okay. Well,
so as we
make them believe you are royalty. Otherwise, real contacts will know the difference and have a fight. We will.
You said they have vegetables?
For the most part. I don't know what else they have.
Okay. We can work with that.
Your Highness, if I could be allowed to speak.
Speak, friend.
If they have food, then perhaps we could purchase it for the rhinos. Something I could mix together in order to create their feed.
That is exactly what I'm thinking of. I just need to know what they have. Because I have the money for it, so...
Go find out.
Bloody hell. I don't think I'll ever be able to get used to this servant rule.
Only temporary it is.
So...
Okay.
You then approach them as a group?
Only I sneak around behind them.
Okay.
I'm going to attempt to flank them while they're distracted by the entourage.
Who is doing the talking?
The advisor.
Dirk is?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm doing a lot of talking today.
Yeah, they seem to be kind of yelling at each other right now. The not enemies, the Earlings. And as you approach, they kind of stop, being so loud, and they take off their hats and they say, "Greetings, Your Honor, Your Excellency, your dang it, Greetings.
Greetings.
I heard you put my black root. Oh, hey.
I thought you were sneaking behind.
Oh no, that wasn't me.
That was Tom.
Oh, gotcha.
Anyways, so basically, Dark will be like, "Hello, fine people. My lord has taken interest into your caravan. You see, we have these rhinos, and we're searching for food for them. They eat quite a bit. Might we make some a trade of sorts, and maybe you get some coin in return for your vegetables?"
Pardon me, my lord, but don't rhinos just graze on grass usually?
Well, these rhinos in particular, they were raised on apples. They much enjoy them.
Rhinos enjoy vegetables.
Well, apples.
Oh. I'd love to help you out, but the thing is that this here shipment is going to Salmon's Run, and it's already sold.
Oh, I apologize, my lord. My lord, please don't get so flustered. He just looks back worrisome towards Turtle.
I merely just turn my head the other way.
Give me a deception check real quick.
Who, I?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, not me?
No, you're not. You're not talking. You are helping him out, though, I guess. So you can give it to me with advantage.
Oh, I got 23 anyway.
Nope, that's fine.
Good stuff. All right. So, listen, I certainly don't mean to offend you. Besides, Jethro said it. Shut up, Jethro. See, Hank is our manager back at San Juan, and he runs the silo for the Duke. And well, they'd be sour as a angry catfish at us if we didn't deliver our taxes. Can I direct you back to our farm?
I take a deep breath in and just simply nod.
Yeah. About a mile back, there's a path marked Honeywood. And you can go and take that path about a half mile off, and there's the orchard there.
Thank you for your information. We'll definitely take it. I hope this pleases my lord.
One of the kids on the caravan is like, well, if he's a noble, why is he so hungry? And the adults are like, shh, don't piss him off.
Oh, lad, he's not hungry. The rhinos, we just want to make sure they're fed.
All this dialogue is going on. I'm going to try to sneak up to their wagons to see exactly what they're carrying without being seen.
Yeah, so it looks like an assortment of fruits and vegetables. Well, actually, the fruits are mostly Honeycrisp apples. And yeah, mostly Honeycrisp apples from a nearby orchard. And
why does my character have to be a carnivore? Why do I have to be a meat eater? Why can't I be an herbivore?
I mean, you can eat whatever you want. You probably have preference to meat for sure, but you're a humanoid.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, the other carts seem to be full of miscellaneous vegetables. We got some carrots, some lettuce. There's some squash and onions, so things of that nature.
Shadows.
Right. So, is there any particular information you're trying to get out of these guys for the sake of, moving this along?
I mean, not really, but I will kindly part ways with giving. I speak out to them and say, "Oh, look again. Thank you for your wonderful information. The gracious Lord has found it befitting to offer you a small sum of gold for your info. Here is 10 gold pieces."
Oh, well, thank you kindly, sir. That, it's quite generous of you.
Well, my lord, we should be pressing on. We do have a schedule to keep. Apologies. But good day, all.
Good day, my lord. Thank you for your generosity. Sorry we couldn't help you. Yeah, so, what do you want to do now? Are you pressing on to Salmon's Run? Are you going back to that orchard?
We press.
Yeah, we're going to Salmon's Run. That's interesting, so we can use that at another time. Unless we run into them at Salmon's Run, then we hold the disguise the whole time.
Let me just run back to the group and say real quick.
Well, I think that worked on them. Not sure work on contacts though. Contacts know better, but best we go in as ourselves, and then wear disguise when we need to.
So then, why did we do this?
We were just testing it out. I think the weakest link was in the beginning. We almost didn't even get an audience.
I'll set you on fire, Possum Boy.
But we all have bad days sometimes, so we all did well. Someone take this crown. I can't wear this anywhere in the city if we find these guys.
That was a different possum. So you guys actually travel faster than them, so you pass them, and the day wears on. It starts getting dark, and you think it's probably about camp time. So you pull off the road, and how would you like to camp tonight?
I'll take first watch.
Okay.
We feel like we need to sleep.
I'll
No
take
watch. No watch
second
tonight.
and third watch, and fourth.
Well, do you want to split up the two watches? I just watched half.
Yes.
You watch the other.
Yes.
Cool. So first watch, give me a perception roll.
What do we?
Do good.
Give me a big old wow. Okay.
All right. So, you notice that about a mile back, as it starts getting dark, you can see torchlights and a campfire. It looks like those burrowings that you passed have made up camp about a mile back. And about 3 hours into your watch, you notice that there's awful lot of activity going on over there, and a couple of the lights get put out.
At this moment, Dirk has one of those. It's not an epiphany. He has a thought. Yes.
Realization.
A realization. Yes.
That's an epiphany.
Oh. Okay. I thought an epiphany would be more profound or something, but
It sounds profound because it's another language.
Inelaka.
Yes. Anyway, so he at first was going to wake up Dirtle, but he also knows Dirtle is not the most stealthiest of types, so he goes over to the cities, and he goes up and he's like tapping on him like,
Hey! Wake up! Wake up!
What, raccoon boy?
I'm not a raccoon. Anyway,
Well, what are you? You look like a raccoon.
I'm a goblin!
You're a raccoon.
Okay. Anyway, listen. I need you to kind of go in that direction.
I point to where the lights were, wherever they were, in the direction they were.
And
There is still a campfire. However, most of the torchlights have been put out. Yeah.
I need you to go over there and check it out, because at one point it was very bright, and now it's not so bright, and I feel like we might be in some trouble.
Or they could be going to bed, raccoon boy.
Still,
I'll go look.
All right. Go ahead and give me a stealth check on the approach. Very well. You silently creep your way along the road, getting closer to the fire. As you get within a few hundred feet, you can tell that something is wrong. Give me a perception check.
Let me put my glasses back on. I can't see anything. Can't see my character sheet. Okay.
Oh.
Wait a minute. You said perception, not persuasion.
Correct.
Even with my glasses on, it doesn't do any good.
Nice.
That's 20. That's
You
great.
got 20/20 vision.
Yeah. The approaching the campfire, even at this distance, is kind of messing with your dark vision a little bit. However, nearby you can see that there is like half of a body nearby, near that campfire from where you're at. And you notice that the carts are gone.
I'll climb the nearest tree and go to the top.
Okay. You go to the top of a tree.
If necessary, I'll put my paw over my eyes so the campfire doesn't block my dark vision. But I'm going to scan the area.
I mean, with that perception check, as good as it is, what you see is treetops.
Nothing in the campsite as well, no other bodies or anything around it.
Looking at the campsite, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there is definitely signs of struggle. There's blood splatters, dropped torches. One of the beetles lies dead, split nearly in half.
No.
But it looks like, other than the lower half of a groundhog and that beetle, that everything else has been taken. And the fire's just left there to burn.
I scan the treetops.
You definitely see treetops.
No animals.
Afraid that off of the road here, the trees are just too thick to be able to get reliable information from. Your dark vision extends 60 feet, which, in the grand scheme of things, is not very much.
No, I mean
however,
in the trees. Like an ambush.
no, I mean, you don't see anything. It's a relatively quiet night right now. You don't hear any wildlife, as if there was a recent disturbance, you know? You don't see any movement or distance or near torchlight in the tree line. You're not quite sure what you're looking for at this point.
I want to go back down the tree along the ground, staying as much in the shadows as possible, and try to get as close to one of the carts as I can without being in the light. And I want to check the cart. The carts are gone?
Yeah, everything is gone.
The beetle and the groundhog, and that's it.
That's it, other than massive bloodstains and signs of battle.
I'll check for tracks.
Give me a survival check. 9. There's so much movement that has gone on here. Your initial check is not showing results. You can't get a good read off of what happened here or where assailants came from or went.
I want to do
But you do realize that you're alone here, and it doesn't seem like a point of danger at the moment.
I want to do a 100-foot radius on the outskirts of the camp and do another check for tracks.
All right, you do a sweep. Give me a survival check.
Crap.
You realize that you are not as used to tracking things through the forest as you are tracking things through a town. This is the first time probably that you've come across this problem where the natural signs of things are blending together and you're just not able to get a good read on any tracks.
Okay, one more look around with my dark vision, looking for anything on the ground. If not, I'm going back to the group.
Give me I guess, investigation check.
Josh, while he's gone, exactly how long has he been gone for?
Now approaching 20 minutes. Maybe a little bit longer. Considering it was like a mile away, you know what I mean?
Right. Dirk starts to get a little nervous, and he goes over to Dirtle. And
Dirtle, wake up! Wake up!
Dirk, is it my turn for watch?
No, I sent the cat guy to go investigate something. Apparently, the folks behind us they set up a camp, and their torches went out all of a sudden. Like it was like something got to them.
We've had this happen before. You remember that exercise we did in Rangers School? With the opposing camp, they had all the torches, and then suddenly they all went out because they had been ransacked by a third party that was unknown to us by the administration. Do you remember that?
I do!
I think that's happening again.
Is this an episode of Naruto or something?
No, otherwise I would be talking like this. Believe it!
Fair.
But in all reality, we should tell the rest of the party.
I think we should give it a couple more minutes, and if
meanwhile, back at the
investigation check.
Investigation check. Back at the murder zone. All right. You do find a few personal items that seem to have been discarded in the nearby bushes.
Do I find Bubba's black root?
Nothing so specific. More like you find a kid's doll, and you find like a basket that had hand sewn like scarves and just knickknacks that have
I'll
been
take
completely discarded.
I'll take the doll and go back to the party.
Okay. Yeah, as you're rousing the rest of the party, and everyone's packing up to go and, investigate the investigation. About 5 minutes into your walk in that direction, you meet back up with Acetes.
Ascites. Accent on the second syllable. Ascites. Yes.
Yes.
So the letter A big sigh, and the letter T.
Ascites. Yes.
T's.
Okay. Anyway, your paths converge, and it seems like the others were getting worried about you and had packed up to go and meet up with you.
We feel special.
Well, to be honest, I thought you died.
All I found was this and half a groundhog and a beetle split in two. Big struggle. Something got them. I don't know what, but they seem to be gone now.
Those goods was supposed to go to Salmon's Run.
Well, they're not going there now.
That's an entire shipment of goods. I think there's some dirty business going on here.
I say we investigate.
Well, maybe you can find what I did not.
We'll show you what a true D&D investigation looks like.
But the camp is clear. Not much left. Just blood tracks and a few little items, but the camp is clear. I know that much for sure.
How'd you see bodies if the camp is clear?
See that little glowing orange thing, Possum Boy? That's the fire. I'm going to throw you in it.
You must have an arson record.
I think so, too.
We're very good at what we do.
This little bobcat person who stands up to the chest of Dirtle is constantly threatening to throw him into fire and set him on fire. It's beautiful. Really.
Just think Joe Pesci here. Yeah.
So, are the rest of you going to the side of the violence? Is that what I'm hearing?
I think so, yeah.
Yes.
We got like
I'll go to investigate.
Okay. Toady, are you still with us too?
Yeah.
I haven't heard from you in a minute.
Yeah, I'm here.
Alright. Cool. Alright, so it is a little bit of a walk, but it doesn't take too long. And you find it exactly as I described. Nothing has changed since Ascites left.
And can I just say that I want to get up in one of the lower branches of the tree where I can still see the ground really well and kind of do like an Overwatch thing while they go investigate. I'll be up in the tree keeping a lookout.
Yeah, that's fine.
Um,
Who would like to do what?
I'm going to be investigating around the camp area with bow drawn and arrow ready, just in case of.
I'll growl if I see anything.
Tell me what your totals are. I'm out on the balcony smoking, so.
Got you. I got a 10.
Dude, a 20.
A 10. Actually, Dirk, you need to give me that with advantage.
Oh, okay.
I'm either about to be a prophet or this is going to be worse.
I would laugh so hard if it was both ones. Come on. Oh, they're both 18. Okay.
Hey, that's pretty close.
That is pretty good. You find something that was overlooked with the initial inspection. You find a pile of droppings.
I found poop.
Found the post.
Scribe.
It's still fairly moist, honestly.
Can we identify said droppings?
What's that?
Can we identify them? What are they?
Yeah. Well, since I've kind of got a beast type of thing anyway, I mean, I could try nature, I suppose.
You can, with advantage.
Cool. 16.
You figure some large canine, perhaps wolf, or maybe a giant hyena.
Something giant and doggish came over here. Like a giant wolf, dog, hyena.
Would you like to check the tracks?
Sure.
Investigation.
Survival.
Oh, okay. With advantage?
Yes.
20.
Yeah, indeed. You find several different distinct giant hyena tracks. They're a little bit different than your standard wolf. And you also find more standard humanoid-sized hyena tracks.
Guys. Knowles.
Knowles. Quite troublesome. The group
Did
is
you say
large.
gnomes?
You're in the
Knowles.
Knowles.
You mean those nasty little songs they sing around holiday season?
No, those are gnomes.
No, those are songs. Songs that are sung. You know, the first snarls, the first snarls.
That's an interesting point that I'll have to address later. I haven't really come up with a set of holidays for the Beastlands. So let's not go off the walls and robbing our holidays, shall we?
Okay.
Josh at that point is like, crap, I forgot the holidays.
I really want to throw him in the fire.
How can I be so naive and forget the holidays?
Would you like to describe Knowles to these adventurers?
Yes.
So, Knowles are like hyena hybrid were humanoids. They're very carnivorous. They could eat each other. And they participate in rituals that are like very bad. And it makes them very bad to fight. And of course they got hyenas and everything else, but they are definitely vicious. And that's putting it lightly.
Well, they're definitely wasteful. There's bodies around here. Do we know where they went?
Can I tell where they went?
Hold on just a second.
Okay.
What was the question? Sorry.
Can we tell where they went, which direction they ran off to?
With that 20 survival check, you follow a trail that seems to be pretty wide. It looks like they dragged the arts off into the woods, off of the road.
You can tell what direction they went.
They seem to have gone this way. Although, before actually pursuing said people, or said gnolls, it is kind of odd that their patrols are around here, past the gate.
Perhaps they descended from the mountains.
Or perhaps commissioned by another noble they were.
Well, the thing is, do we want to pursue the gnolls and maybe stop them, or do we just report this? Because technically, no one's alive.
That's true.
Free apples.
Yeah, this will add time to our journeys.
Can I get a perception check from the party, excluding Dirk and Dirtle?
Oh, take it.
Sorry.
Oh no, I'm blind.
This is for the reason that you guys are the rangers who are checking out the traps and seeing what these creatures are and all that stuff. You're a little preoccupied.
Oh, thank God.
Nat 20, finally.
Thank you, Les.
A good perception roll.
Lesk, you think you hear the sound of a soft sob.
Hold on. I think I hear something. There might still be somebody alive. Over there. I start running over to where I hear it.
Last number.
It goes quiet, and you get closer, and it appears to be the hollow at the base of a tree. And you peer inside, and you just hear this little shriek. It appears to be a young burrowing, terrified out of his mind.
Don't worry, I'm not one of those gnolls. I'm here to help. Now, you have to come out of there.
The small creature is shivering violently, but does as he is told.
Climb down to the tree and go over to where Lask is, and I hand the burrowing the little doll.
He looks at it, and he looks at you, and he bursts into tears. And he just cries and cries loudly.
I pet his head.
He says, that was Jesse's.
Who's Jessie?
She was my friend. She was my neighbor.
Where did she go?
He just starts crying.
It's okay, little one. We'll take care of you.
Yeah, he goes in for a hug. It's just unconsolable, you know. He's been through a lot tonight.
I start purring the happy comfort purr when you rub my belly. The sound I make like that. Yeah.
Right on. Yeah, it seems to calm him down a little bit, but you can see that sleep is coming for him quickly. And as soon as he's calm enough to not be crying, he is passed out.
Now, Les, do you think we should take him with us?
I see no reason not to.
It is common knowledge, just real quick, it's common knowledge that burrowlings are an incredibly social species to the point where they can act
actually die of loneliness. If one is separated from family and friends for too long and is left alone, they'll just die.
Are these sugar glider people?
Quite a sad fate, but it shouldn't be a problem. The city we're heading to, we guided refugees of a sort to it, so there should be people there that can take this young one in, give her a new family.
Anna, we got a new party member.
I don't think it'd be right to take this young one with us.
I was kidding.
We're very good. We're very good at assassination, but we're also good at protection too. I'll take care of the little one.
Very well. So we'll decide what to do from here next game. Right now, I want everyone to level up.
No, all right, cool. Woo! It's like Christmas all over again.
Christmas in the Beastlands, but it's not called
unwrap
that.
your new abilities.
Hit the gear on the character sheet.
Yes, and do level plus character mancer, not level 1 character mancer.
Okay.
Oh, come, all ye skill points.
Mine's not doing anything.
Wow. Oh my goodness. How much more holiday D&D jokes can we get off of this?
Ascites, are you on Safari again by chance?
Crap.
That's your problem, my friend.
Okay, hang on. I swear. I think I'm just going to delete Safari off my... Good night.
Hey, just making sure, did my thing roll for HP, or is it just...
Yeah. It did.
What did I
No,
get?
it didn't. No, it didn't.
No, it didn't. It did not.
Okay. I wanted to make sure I rolled. Oh, 2. Great.
2. Yeah, well, it's not a 1.
Yeah.
A 1 would have been better, because then you could have re-rolled it.
I know.
Okay, am I back in the game? Now my character's not... Come on.
Yeah, you gotta reopen it.
It was blacked out there for a minute. Okay, let's try this again. Oh, there it is! Yay! Okay. No Safari on this game. No Safari.
Yeah, this is optimized for Chrome and Firefox.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, yes.
Did you get something good? That sounds good.
I'm about to speak no.
Right on. Someone just picked a new favorite enemy.
Mm-hmm.
I got Thunder Strike. Whenever I deal lightning damage to large or small creatures, I can also push it away 10 feet.
Nice.
It's kind of cool.
I got the Astral Visage. Which
You hit it with that, and I'll hit it with an arrow and push it back 15 more feet.
What'd you say, Tony?
I can make it so everything within 600 feet of me can hear anything I say.
Oh.
Cool.
Now, let me ask you this. The skill proficiencies, if I already have one, can I add it to that?
What skill proficiencies are you getting?
Athletics, acrobatics. But all of them except stealth. I get 2.
Is this from being a thief?
Expertise, yeah. Rogue.
Oh, the expertise, yeah. You can't you're already an expert in stealth, and you're an expert in acrobatics. So you can pick any of the skills you're already proficient in, besides those two.
Oh, okay.
Ethan, what was your natural environment?
I don't remember.
Oh. Because I know I was good at the Underdark part.
Allow me to take a peek at his character sheet for you. Oh, I can't because he's doing the character mancer. Never mind.
So, question. With my astral arms and my astral visage, does that mean I have to spend 2 key points to summon both? Or, here, read this.
Yeah, let me take a peek at that for you.
You can summon the visage of your astral self as a bonus action, or as part of the bonus action you take to activate arms of the astral self. That's what's making.
So you can activate them at the same time.
Yeah, but that's making me wonder if if that's for 1 key point or both, like 2 for both.
We have the astral self. Visage of the astral self.
I put it in chat on Roll20.
It does still take an extra key point. So if you want to do the arms and the visage, then it'll take 2.
Okay, that's all I was wondering.
But you can do them at the same time using the same bonus action. So at least your action economy isn't suffering.
Yeah, exactly. I can just bust it out in one move then. I'm glad, finally, I can see in the dark, and I can see further than the other people too.
Yes, astral sight is great. It's like devil's sight.
Oh, I can see through.
You also have
magical
advantage.
darkness. Fuck.
Yep.
Sweet.
Yep. It's just like double sight. And wisdom of the spirit is pretty cool too. Advantage on insight and intimidation checks.
Yeah.
Word of the spirit. When you speak, you can direct your words to a creature of your choice you can see within 60 feet of you, making it so only that creature can hear you. Alternatively, you can amplify your voice so that all creatures within 600 feet can hear you. Well, that is pretty cool.
I am the voice
While
of
you're...
God.
So what does your visage look like? You got the, like, squid tentacles for the
you guys know
arms.
what a cuttlefish looks like?
Cuttlefish.
Yeah,
I do.
it's like triangular, but along the like the soft triangular of the squid, but then along the top edges.
It looks like a squid with an arrowhead on it.
Yeah, it's like these little wigglies on the side. It has way more fin than like normal squids. This normal squid.
So your
bit of fin. No, this is all along the outside of the body.
So your visage is the cuttlefish head with the fins on the side?
Yes, I am a cuttlefish.
Excellent. Anyone else get something cool?
I now have 2 attacks.
Oh.
Oh my god, you can attack twice now. Beautiful.
And I got Time Step and Pass Without Trace.
Ooh.
Oh, for your spells? Hell yeah.
Yep.
That's pretty good. By the way, was the animated shield plus anything, or was it just a normal animated shield? I don't actually remember.
The first one. Yeah, no, it's definitely a attunement slot. No, the first one that Duskin had commissioned was a +2 animated shield. It was destroyed. I can't remember by what. But the one when he replaced it, he couldn't find another enchanted +1, so it's just a regular animated shield.
Okay. Yeah.
Do you remember what destroyed that shield, Duskin?
I honestly think it was in that one shot.
Hmm?
Because that shield did quite a bit of defending for me.
No, I didn't get destroyed in that last one shot run by Shay though, because there was nothing there to do it. Can't remember what it was. It was like a slime or something, maybe.
I don't think we ever fought a slime.
No, we never fought a slime.
There were
slimes
the
in the
sewer group.
Yeah, the
did,
sewer
but
slimes.
Duskin,
Yeah,
Duskin
that
was
was me and Darius.
No, it
had
would have
issues.
happened a lot. Yeah, it would have happened a lot earlier than that. I just can't remember what it was. I did it because like a +2 floating shield is just hardcore. So I had someone attacking.
Maybe it was a type of mimic.
I don't know anymore.
Mm-hmm.
That was a campaign that was not recorded for posterity. But anyway, I remember him having to return to the Feywild, and they're like, well, it would take forever to enchant another one, so here's just a dancing shield.
Mm-hmm. Well, if that's all for today's session, I will be heading off.
All right, sir. You have a good one.
Next Tuesday.
Everyone, thank you for attending another episode of the Call of the Beastlands. Love you all, and I'll see you next week. Goodbye.
Follow us on all major social media, Discord, Twitch, and as always, thank you for joining us, and we hope to see you again next week.